Hello, hello. Oh, let me bring back chat. Okay, should be back. Gonna give it a minute for ads to stop. Then I'll lay out what happened. And we'll get started. 'Twas my own foolishness. Ads finish. End game. Alright, well. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Technobabylon. I'm gonna load the game while I wait. Hey, Cedric, you there? Hello? Well, anyways, the problem was I had it in full screen mode and it didn't like that. So I hit Alt-Enter, put it in windowed mode, and it likes it now. So, whoop-de-doo. Alright, I'll read this text again. An aerostat is tethered to the landing field. Through the fence, you can see dock workers loading crates of cargo. Through the window, you see a man who looks too well armed to be working at a front desk. Closer than that is his mug of coffee. The door leads into the terminal. Through the damage, you can make out an itinerary, some long-expired special offers, and a message where somebody's hacked the text to display rude ASCII drawings. Let's...
The screen's probably not connected into the higher systems. I'd better save my wetware for more important targets.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, I can just go in. Okay. Hello? Crisis agent? Though you're not very worldly, you're pretty sure that this man is much more imposing than someone who'd normally be working the desk at an air freight firm. You can drink coffee through your mask? Excuse me? The reception's office terminal. The hidden tabs for online poker suggest something about the staff's work ethic. Well, it's not like he's got much to do right now. A map of the world showing destinations serviced by Xanadu Air Freight. Or at least they used to be. A painting of a turn-of-the-century antique fighter jet from the days when they still used human pilots for the role.
It's locked. I figure that huge keypad's got something to do with it.
Okay. Anything else in here to look at? It's a warm night. With all that armor, it's no wonder he needs the aircon.
Hello?
We're closed.
We're closed.
Can I just...
No, go away.
You don't even...
No, it's too hot to argue.
Can't I...
Get out of here, Thrall.
Can't I...
Get out of here, Thrall.
No. Alright, what are my options here? Eject him! Through the armor.
Hey, authorized personnel only.
What happens if I...
Sure, if I feel like getting myself shot.
Yeah, I figured.
Hey, be it, Thrall.
Okay. Alright, just... because...
Hey, authorized personnel only.
Hmm.
Hey, be it, Thrall.
The wetware won't form a connect...
Hmm. What the hell did we come here for? It's been a month.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi.
I'm on site.
I'm finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the southwest city.
What am I doing here?
What is it you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
The signal.
I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my trance hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Really?
So it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their
Why aren't you
effective
facing me?
security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough...
Then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
Why aren't you facing me? Why are they after me?
Do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha! So you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm
This
curious.
isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it. I understand perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
That's not the most trustworthy thing. Why a cell agent?
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things. Something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number 2. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
Here's hoping. What will you do when I'm there?
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay.
Just gonna go past the risk to people's brains. This place is an aerodrome?
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Shredder
So,
style.
This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the trans?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close...
They can just take off.
What am I doing here?
Remind me,
Just getting close enough to their main server. We suspect it to be based on the aerostat.
then when I'm near enough to it...
We shall use your wiring as a relay for our hackers.
Okay, I think I got it. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
All right, connection strength. It's already been enabled. The hunter-seeker algorithm will do all the hard work, finding its way into the network at the airfield. Okay. Any new mail? Guy who knows. No new messages. Okay. All right. Any new news? Residents refuse to leave conflict hot zone. The short yet devastating Timohani three-way war between India, China, and Pakistan holds the ignoble honor of being the only conflict in history in which all participants resorted to some form of nuclear warfare as a strategy. Radioactive dust blows off the Himalayas and will continue to do so for centuries. In addition, a number of historic, densely populated cities found themselves the targets of preemptive and retaliatory nuclear strikes for their strategic importance or simply as revenge. While many surviving inhabitants of these cities have since fled, eagerly taken in by growing new cities such as Saint Germain and Newton, thousands chose to remain, unwilling to leave their homes. While this presents a testament to human tenacity, it has also been a serious obstacle to both the Indian and Pakistani governments. With aerial spraying of specialized wetware treatments, radioactive contamination has been dramatically reduced in test areas, enabling normal growth of crops and reduction of radiation to safe background levels for human inhabitation. Unfortunately, the treatment itself cannot be carried out in occupied areas, proving harmful to health until completed. Distrustful of the government, some locals have taken to armed response against troops sent to evacuate occupants from these hot zones. Congress has appealed to the UN for assistance in the evacuation of the remaining residents, warning that the potentially hazardous decontamination will eventually take place whether they remain or not. Now that's cool world building. Latest scores: Comedy, Newton 55, 37 UAE, match in progress. Weather, City of Newton, currently dry with light outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature, 12 degrees Celsius, 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit. It's not hot out. That's not warm. UV index, midday, 7 to 8. Use SPF 30+ and wear protective clothing. Chizuki says, a day and a night for staying indoors.
The chips made a connection to my wetware systems that allow it to be used in the trance.
Okay. So let's leave. Just lost audio and possibly video. Well, Malena, I appreciate that, but it's almost always you and your connection. I will ask, is anybody else having problems seeing the stream? But
There's only so much you can do with a crowbar.
oh, I can
Real
smell.
subtle. There's only so much you...
Huh. Is there someplace in the floor I can get? All right, what tools have I got? I've got the wetware, I've got an injector, and I've got the crowbar.
Hey, be it thrall.
Sure, if I feel like getting myself shot.
Okay. So I can't connect to anything with the wetware because this guy's watching.
Sure, if I feel like...
I can't crowbar anything because this guy's watching. I can't interact with the door because this guy's watching. I can't do anything outside.
Hey, be it thrall.
I don't think so.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, hang on. I have found the answer.
It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of controls accessible from out here.
Ah, but I can destroy it.
Oh, damn it. Why'd it have to break tonight?
Can't I?
Get out of here, thrall.
Okay, so air conditions is broken.
What do I look like, an engineer?
Okay, so I broke the AC. What does that accomplish?
Hey, authorized personnel only.
Are you going to leave your post to go deal with the AC?
Can't I?
Get out of here, thrall.
Okay, well, I busted the guy's AC, but he's not budging. So what did that accomplish? Set up for a later part of the puzzle, I guess.
Hey, hands off my coffee.
Apparently, the man at the desk is making up for the chill of the air conditioner with a mug of something hot. Not anymore, he's not. Okay. Let's get out of here. Ah! There's another air conditioner up there.
All this vandalism. Maybe people are right. Perhaps too much trancing really is warping my morals and principles. Man, I can't wait to get back in the trance. What do I look like, an engineer?
Okay. Anything else I can interact with? Alright, hang on. Alright, connection 1 bar.
The signal's somewhere around here, but I bet it's not out here in the street.
Alright, let's untrance. Let's go back in here and we'll see how the signal looks. This guy's remarkably chill about me doing this. Alright, signal has 2 bars of connection. There's nothing I can connect to here besides what's-her-face. Alright, let's go over our options.
There's only so much you can do with it. Sure, if I...
Hey, beat it, Thrall. Hey, beat it.
There's only so...
Hey, authorized personnel only.
Okay. So there's nothing I can do with the crowbar in here. I've already done stuff with the crowbar outside.
Hey, beat it, Thrall.
So crowbar's not the answer.
The wetware won't form...
Hey, beat it. Get out of here. Hey,
The wetware won't form...
Can't connect to the mug.
The wetware...
hey, beat it, Thrall.
Okay, I can interact with the air I can interact with various things in here with the wetware or the crowbar, but he'll tell me to fuck off until he's gone. How do I get him to leave? I broke the AC.
The wetware won't... The screen's probably... I'd better save my wet... The wetware won't... The wetware... The wetware...
Okay, wetware's not the answer.
There's only so much... There's only some...
How many times do I have to do this? I can hit the bottom one again. It's letting me do that, but it doesn't appear to be having any effect. Okay.
The wetware won't...
Okay. Just to
I
check.
can't inject that. I can't inject. I can't
Alright, so I have limited options.
What do I look like? An engineer?
I've got limited options, and I feel like I've pursued all of them.
I can't read.
Alright, what are my options here? I've tried using the crowbar and the wetware on everything inside. I'll double check the injector.
I can't. I can't.
Hey, beat it.
I can't.
Hey, hey,
Sure, if I.
hey, hey.
Real subtle.
Okay, I'm missing something. Can I get a hint? Because I feel I've interacted with everything I've spotted in many ways.
All this vandalism. Man,
Vapor from the guard's coffee is carried by the breeze into the warm night air. Wait, his windows open? How did he not notice me destroying the air conditioning? If your AC broke, what else could you do to beat the heat? Oh, he opened the window. That's why it's open now. Taking care to ensure the guard doesn't see. You squeeze a few drops of tranquilizer from the injector into the coffee. Thunk. Cargo category. That's a lot of info. Okay. Seed growth matrix. Holographic memory block. Mandala beware. Okay. All right, 5 digits. A29 is Mandala beware. E99 is Mandala beware. E29 and E99. What can I do with this?
Can't do that.
Okay.
Hello? Guess that tranquilizer did its job.
Yeah, thank God.
Lightweight.
Oh, har har. Now I'll take a drink from the mug. Okay, let's see. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, hang on. Duh.
I don't need to hack it. He didn't log out. The wetware won't...
Okay, fair enough. Mandala Beware is E29. No, it's E99. Net weight 95 kilograms. 59995? Okay, so that's not it. Mandala Beware. Number, Mandala Beware, number. E99. Let's ask Jahilia about it.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
Okay, I don't see anything I can... Hang on. Holographic memory block. Component synthetics. Okay. E29 is holographic memory block. What am I supposed to do with the net weight? What? Take that down to 0. But what does that do? All right, I need to figure out what to do with this. What is this puzzle? Is it just me, or do these change every time I revert from backup? Mandala Beware, net weight 95 kilograms. Let's find something that weighs 95 kilograms. Okay, so that's not it. Mandala Beware. How much have I revert from backup again? It's still 95 kilograms. Okay, let's see. So it's not finding something that matches the weight. It's not E as a number and then the other numbers. Number, Mandala, beware, number. Maybe it's 99 something 95? Or 9599? Let's try it. Okay, that's not it. Okay, E99, Mandala beware. What am I doing here? I don't need to hack it. Wait. Try as you might, you can't find any systems on it that appear new enough to accept a wetware bond. That'd make their security system at least 20 years old, you reckon? Okay.
It's locked. I figure that huge keypad's got something to do with it.
I'm a little confused. What am I supposed to do with the weight? Maybe turn it up on everything? Let's turn it up on everything. Make the systems read incorrectly. Then we'll go outside. Add 1 kilogram of antimicrobial spray.
Can't reach it.
Okay. What does this accomplish? Okay, I'm confused. Excuse me. What am I supposed to do? Okay, what does messing with the weight do? Is that orders for how much to load on the aerostat? Okay. I'm a little stumped. Can I get a hint? Mandala beware. There's one non-obvious thing you can do with wetware gel that you may have forgotten.
Nah, I don't want it now that I know what's in it.
Aha!
It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume
Haha.
they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own.
Did I just hack his brain? I guess that's how I get the code for the door.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
On the train.
Don't you remember? You're on the train.
Oh, nuke me.
It's the worst trip you've ever had. You were telling me about it.
Took 2.5 hours to get from Cirrus to Barber's Gate. Could have walked it quicker.
The voice over the intercom came on.
City of Newton Transit Services apologizes for the delay to your journey.
It was a weird coincidence that the train's number was the same as your access.
Well played.
Service 44138 will resume as soon as possible.
Huh? What's up?
44138.
Probably not, but now your subconscious thinks it was. Ciao.
Well played, Mandala. 44138. Haha! Success! Oh, gotta stay away from that guy. Guards patrol beneath the aerostat. Apparently, they haven't spotted you in the dimness of the terminal. I gotta find E99.
Now we just wait and...
All right, let's get it loaded. Yeah, you know how bitchy the doc gets, Wade. Hang on. The measurement's all wrong.
Uh-oh.
What? Addy must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter. Ugh, idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Okay, so I add 95 kilograms to A121. A121, 125 kilograms. Okay.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addy's got it right this time. Hang on.
Oh,
Measurement-
I'm the only thing in
Addy
here.
must- the manifest-
Should be showing heavier.
Send it back and get him to recheck.
Okay. All right, let's try 95.
Here we go.
Let's see if Addy's got it right this time. Hang on.
Oh, come on.
Measurement's all wrong. Addy must have screwed. The manifest says it
Should be showing heavier.
send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
How heavy am I? Now she's 95 kilograms? That's over 200 pounds. I see. Okay. How do I know how heavy I am? Is there a scale out here? Ah, there is. 51 kilograms.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform.
51 kilograms to 96. Okay, so I'm 45 kilograms. Is that normal for a small woman? How much in pounds is that?
Here we go again.
Let's see if... Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. Addy must have screwed. The manifest says it should be showing lighter.
Lighter?
Idiot. Send it back.
Lighter? Is that a 5 or a 6? It's holding 51 kilograms at the moment.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform.
96 kilograms at the moment. Okay, so I'm 45 kilograms. Oh, okay. I add 45 kilograms to the number that's there. Okay. Okay. Restore. And 21. So 75 kilograms. Perfect.
Here we go.
Let's see if... Okay, weight's looking...
There we go.
Try the scanner.
Hang on. The scanner's reading the contents as organic. Addie's got it listed as inorganic.
Not typical. Send it back. Tell him to get his act together.
Okay.
Make sure the manifest matches what's in the box. We can't exactly open them all to check. We'd be here all night.
Okay. TFC 42. Can't hop in that. Okay. So I need to change the manifest. A121. Okay. Let's see. Transplant material human. Okay. A121. Transport material human. Go to 75 kilograms.
Here we go.
Let's see if Addy... Okay.
Scan show organic. Same
There we go. That's how it works.
Fantastic. Get it aboard. Kriesel and the doc want to cast off.
The signal's going crazy. I must be on top of...
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Well, that's unnerving. Well, this is unnerving.
The simulations exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinxel did a pretty good job on that one.
What?
Why'd you have to get someone like Jinxel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. Obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinxel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you,
Well,
sister.
balls. Balls!
This is the place.
Oh! I knew I shouldn't have trusted them. Well then, okay.
I can't figure that out.
It's coffee. What's so hard to figure out about it? He's not carrying anything you can use, short of completely undressing him. You don't think you've got enough time to be that thorough. Error. Input drivers disabled. Abort retry or fail. Okay. An old wreck of an aerostat sits in the dark yard. While the lack of guards on the airfield is good news in an immediate sense, it suggests to you that the airship's interior is just going to be better patrolled. Alright, well, let's head on. Oh, I'm so tiny. The way the containers are spread out between the hangar and the aerostat, I guess they're in the middle of loading. And can be hidden behind. After being moved from the hangar, it looks like the crates are being sealed for transit. You can't find a way into these ones. Oh boy, okay. Alright.
Damn, it's out of charge.
Thought so, okay. Patrolling back and forth across the cargo bay. It's a wonder the guard hasn't worn a hole in the floor. Okay. I can walk behind. Okay, cool. We'll wait for him to be over there, and then we'll drop him through the floor. Ha ha! Thunk! Goggles. Picked up thermal goggles. Okay. Cool. The sign by the door tells you that this is a multi-purpose room, likely re-equipped from job to job, depending on the needs of a client. From the smell and the surgical lamps you can see through the window, it appears to be fitted as a sick bay.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
Alright, so we'll come in through a different angle. It's locked with a password. How quaint. It will still need to be breached before the terminal can be accessed. The hatch has been locked from the other side. Okay. Picked up bolt gun. It's no wonder this aerostat's such a heap. They've almost run out of maintenance supplies. More so now that you've helped yourself.
Can't do that.
Okay.
An industrial rivet gun uses compressed air to punch finger-length bolts through metal surfaces. I wonder if they ever have to use this from the outside while in flight. I'm not sure what I was thinking.
Nah. Come on. Someone working aboard the aerostat has apparently forgotten to shut down their terminal after using it. You wonder how someone forgets something so basic these days, especially after all the informative cartoons in school. Okay. Need to breach the password. What else can I access in here? Let's go to the other room.
Looks like it's not operated by hand.
Yeah, no shit. So what about the guy I dropped out? If he could just get back on. Did he get knocked unconscious or something? Judging by the diagrams you can see through the surface of the screen, the console appears to control a loading hatch. Happens if I try to drop down. I can't. Okay. Alright, so what can be accessed in here? Hatch, the cargo door, and the console. Alright, let's head back to this room with our new bolt gun. What else can we access in here? A hatch leading to the upper deck of the aerostat. Junction
what do I look
point.
like a mechanic? That's what I've got Lao for. What do I look? That's what.
Remember seeing a hotspot through the thermal vision underneath here? Hotspot. Hotspot.
What do I look? That's what I.
Alright, well, let's take the bolt gun.
What do I look? That's what I've got. What do I look? That's what I. What do I. That's what I.
Okay. Let's go back to the cargo hold. We'll use the goggles in here. The thinness of the steel wall has allowed the thermal outline of the hired heavy to be visible from this side. Okay. Well, he's dead.
Thank God you're here.
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here. They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago. I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
What the hell did you...
Crap. God damn it.
The level is clear, but I... Oh. Huh.
Gave him a shot in the back. Your
Balls.
problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Balls.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I'm aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon.
Balls.
This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Balls.
No, you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
Who are you?
What's that? I can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo?
Oh, no. No.
It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things, the unborn. Don't worry. Plenty more where that came from.
Kill you, you sick son of a...
I think this one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps.
Man, fuck Baxter.
Oops, all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Cressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart Cam feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat.
Oh, Max!
About 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Cressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I will. Oh, Max. Nope, that's not Max.
Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
Wow, nice throw, Chantel. Did I do good, Dr. Max?
Oh, it's the bot. Well played. Well played.
Good work, Chantel.
Thanks, Dr. Max.
My job will be a lot easier if I can get Central to agree to take you on full time. Good work, Chantel.
Thanks.
You're a lot stronger than you look. Not hurting him too much, are you? He technically has rights.
I'm only applying 55 kilopascals of pressure on his upper thorax. It'd take at least another 10 to pose a threat to his long-term viability.
Raise it another 3 then.
Okie dokie.
Well then. Oh, there she goes.
What the hell's going on in here? Regis! Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you.
What have I got? I've got an injector.
She's out of it.
On the body, you find his unusable weapon and the communication gear hooked into his neural wiring. Can I get up there?
Locked.
Crap. Effectiveness report. Thyroactinase 414B. The use of a wetware-based incapacitating agent has proven fortuitous. In the course of his work, Mr. Kreisel has found the 414B wetware to be effective at subduing the targets while retaining consciousness, but also acts as a primer for the extraction process. The choice of wetware, rather than a conventional chemical paralytic, also enables a much less precise delivery vector, suitable for covert work. The only downside thus far has been 414B's susceptibility to wetware's inherent weaknesses, e.g. temperature, bodily rejection. Okay. The poor girl's unconscious. You're not sure what they were doing to her in this lab, but there have always been rumors about unethical private contractors abducting thralls off the street for research. Somehow, though, this girl's face seems oddly familiar. Regis has been incapacitated. He's conscious, but apparently paralyzed. The number of specialized wetware substrates throughout the room gives you a clue as to how they might have done it. A large terminal connected to both a cradle for the memory module and the bed. Looks like it's still running a trance simulation. Locked. Apparently, this terminal will take a little breaking before it reveals its secrets to you.
As much as I love shocking things, I don't think it'll help.
Okay.
I can't leave Regis like that.
Okay, I can't go back out. Alright. Wetware. He certainly looks like Dr. Baxter, according to the background reports you were given. Even if it weren't for the fact you'd stored the image in your wiring, you'd remember this face anywhere after his escape at Animus. For a man about to pulverize someone's head with a claw hammer, he looks remarkably cool and confident, as though this is just a step in a larger plan. Dr. Baxter's body sits slumped in its chair, apparently the recent victim of a mind-jacking attack. He looks a lot more complete than when you last saw him, though.
I can't inject that.
Okay, didn't think so.
As much as I love... Wetware's not going...
Okay, what can I do in here? What can I do in here?
Excuse me?
Hello there.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself, my dear. My name is Dr. Baxter. I operate the cataloging station.
Baxter? Dr. Adam Baxter?
I believe so, yes.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
Do you know a Dr. Regis?
I know two, in fact. Charles and Viction. I killed Viction, didn't I?
So I've heard.
It's very peculiar. I remember that I did it, but I can't recall the deed, nor my feelings on the matter.
You feel nothing?
I know I ought to. An act such as that would be emotionally weighty, but all that remains is...
Yeah, the governor is so fucked up.
Regards to Charles, if you see him, though.
Oh, that's fucked. You don't feel angry about Regis?
How do you feel about Dr. Regis? Charles Regis?
I feel nothing, particularly. I regret his decision to remove the embryos from the program, but...
Nothing else? No anger? No revenge?
None at all.
Maybe it's the influence of the neural governor on your behavior.
By no means. The weight of that cruel apparatus has been lifted.
Really?
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
And yet, I feel nothing that would warrant it.
Aren't you dead?
Excuse me if this sounds a little rude, but aren't you dead?
How do you mean?
Well, yesterday I was probing your well-preserved remains at a crime scene.
Oh, yes. You're quite right.
So I am talking to
killed,
the Baxter in Chrysal's head.
I could have sworn I was the one doing it.
Not the blonde man? The mindjacker?
It was definitely him, no doubt about it. One can't exactly commit suicide with a hammer, can they? I'm aware that I was murdered, but I have a surprisingly vivid memory of it.
You remember being killed?
You remember being murdered?
Not precisely. It's as though it were an out of...
Yeah, because you were in Chrysal's head.
I have memory of watching the hammer striking from above. My hands, his hands, so bloody. It's all very peculiar, isn't it?
And you see no difficulty between being dead and talking to me.
That is most odd.
Do you remember who killed you?
Can you remember who killed you?
It was the blonde gentleman, wasn't it?
I wouldn't call him a gentleman.
I can recall it in the first person. I'm certain it was him.
How so?
He was my only company in the room, and I do not recognize him. I also realize how absurd the idea of my having committed this murder would be.
What's death like?
This might sound like a really stupid question, but what's death like?
I can see why this would be a useful matter for scientific curiosity. In my case, I'm afraid it's probably not representative. After all, can I really be said to be dead when my memory, my consciousness lives on?
I suppose all
Fair
you
point.
can remember would be the physical destruction of yourself.
And that, most assuredly, was a great discomfort.
Do you know why they killed you?
Do you know why he murdered you?
At first, I don't believe it was to have been a murder. This gentleman had larceny in mind. I recall his feeling so.
Mindjacking. He was stealing the contents of your neurowiring, your brain.
Quite so. I was, after all, a leader.
But that kills the target.
And while my memory was doubtless useful to him, he found something unexpected. A well of motivation, suppressed by years of therapy and technological intervention.
Oh, wait.
Your anger against Regis.
He took my mind. No doubt he acquired that as well.
Okay, so wait. Did Baxter die before the other mindjacking victim that we saw at the start of the game? What's the timeline there? Why would anyone keep that part of you?
Why would anyone want to keep that part of your mind? What use would someone have for your desire for revenge?
Perhaps it isn't a matter of his need as the desire's need.
Yeah, I don't think he had much
Though
control
suppressed
over
by
it.
the governor, my thoughts on the matter were all-consuming. Now they have found a conduit through which they may act.
The Mindjacker isn't in as much control as he'd like to think then. Thanks for the help.
You are most welcome, my dear.
Okay, what else can I do in here?
I can't leave Regis. Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how.
Alright, what else?
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons.
What else can I interact with in here? Happens if I...
Wetware's not.
Okay, didn't think so. That just brings me back in here. Okay. I can't trance.
As much as I love. She's got her own. Most thralls are practically leaking from the ears with wetware wiring.
Okay. So what can I interact with in here?
I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network.
Hell yeah.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Report your status.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
Cobalt 1 and 2 secure. Assets en route to target.
Copy that. Stand by for updates, Cobalt 3.
Copy that, actual.
I'm going to save before I choose any of those options.
Cobalt 3, this is... Do you...
Cobalt 3 standing.
Cobalt 3, mission is compromised. Scrub the operation and return to base.
What? Negative, actual. Il-Sitrep shows objectives not compromised.
Damn, worth a shot. Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Okay.
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3.
Cobalt 3. Locked.
Alright, so...
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3 UADS deployed, awaiting further updates.
Copy that.
UADS.
Stand by for update.
Copy that, actual.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do with that information? Yes, but... Also, how do they not recognize that this is not Cobalt 3's voice?
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3 stand.
Cobalt 3, scrub the...
What? Negative. Il-Sitrep shows...
Damn. Cobalt 3.
That just has no...
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3.
I'm going to let
Cobalt
the
3,
audio play
hostile
out.
sighted to port side.
Nothing.
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
I can't leave the room.
Can't leave Regis.
I can't do anything with Mandala. I can't do anything with Regis. Wait. Do I have the thing to inject him with? Why do I already have the thing to inject him with?
My head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this.
I don't think he will, Max.
Ah, damn it, I don't believe it.
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself.
It's those extra 3
him
kilopascals.
right
Whoa, what's happening?
It kind of feels like we're at the climax of the game. Well, maybe not.
Aerostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
Doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You alright, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck.
Okay.
Chantel? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved.
I could shock her. Give her a charge.
As much as I love
Let's wetware with her and see what she saw.
it would only work when she's powered.
Only when she's powered up. Okay. Let's wetware with the terminal. Galatea V received. Subject, the turret. You misunderstand. The aerostat uses non-flammable lifting gas, not inflammable. These two are opposites. The turret, or any other gunfire, will not cause an explosion of the gas. This is elementary school chemistry/English. Please don't give me further reasons to doubt your competence. How about actual? Funeral arrangements. Dear colleagues, cremation and inhumation for Ethan Drummer, formerly Cobalt 6 KIA, will take place at the conclusion of the operation. Until then, please limit disruption to duty and acts of remembrance. Cobalt 3. Subject, the A-stat. Yeah, the aerostat's a floating pile of garbage, but it's safer than the last job. Yeah, how much safer? Didn't work out for him. If Doc wants you to fix something, you fix it. Control for the flaps has been wired through the 4 junction points in the lower hallway. 4 junction points in the lower hallway. Okay. And those are the things I can look at. From Centralized Revenue, received 9th July. Subject, tax payment. Dear Mr. Keach, following surveillance of your net activity and public behavior, it appears that you are working as a paramilitary contractor without having declared this source of income to the Centralized Revenue and Customs Department. Please complete attached Form ND1A, or you may be subject to further investigation. No new messages. Okay. Let's go get the goggles.
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
What have you found? How are you feeling?
Feeling any better?
A little. How did you know to come to my rescue?
I broke their comms channels. Figured I owed it to them. Cracked the bug they put in my system and rode the signals back to theirs.
Nice.
I'll never be able to figure out how you do these things, Max.
Which guarantees my job security. Can I get an update?
We need to get after the people running this aerostat. And this conspiracy. I'll see what I can do for this girl.
Who are these people?
So, Nita Jiang led us to these people. She's helping us find whoever set you up for Baxter's murder, right?
There's that. And... Max, I haven't been completely honest with you.
There's a surprise. Dr. Cryptic has been withholding info.
Cram it, Lau. These people, they took something from me. Embryos fertilized by myself and by Vicky, my wife.
They stole your embryos?
These people stole your embryos? Your kids?
They needed me to get their memory module for them from Vanderwall. And they knew exactly what my price would be.
Wait, they tried to get you to help them?
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no. Those embryos, they were all I had left of her. And because of those people, of all this.
I can understand what you were going through, Regis.
I hate to say it, Regis, but I kind of understand.
They asked me to do terrible things for the return of the embryos.
Whether it's because they're linked to Viksha or because you're their father, I don't even want to think of what I'd have done in your position.
The embryos are gone. He destroyed them.
Regis, I'm sorry.
There's nothing left. There's nothing else he can twist me with. All we can do is bring that monster in. For them.
Mindjacker?
Nina's led us right to the Mindjacker?
He was the blonde one Chantel took down. I heard him gloat about what he'd done. He stores the target's information within his own wiring until he can offload it.
Looks like he's got quite an operation behind him. I guess it's not surprising he's been robbing synapses all over the world. Gotta be for something more than corporate espionage at this rate.
He's after you because we're on his case?
So, the Mindjacker tried to blackmail you because you're on this case?
It's more than that. It sounded personal.
Maybe you've crossed paths before?
No, not with him. But the way he talked, it was like he was out for revenge. Not just that. It's as if he were Baxter looking for revenge.
That's impossible. Baxter's dead for one thing. Maybe he's his son?
No, he's a mindjacker. When he drained Baxter, he didn't just get information. He got his motivation as well. And it stuck.
Sounds like he got a lot more than he bargained for.
This case is more complicated than we thought.
So, we've caught up with our Mindjacker.
Yeah,
we know
but
that he's
where is he?
apparently ripped dozens of prominent individuals in a number of fields.
Including Baxter, some of whom is apparently stuck. Question is, what's all this setup?
What do they plan on doing with the data they've stolen? Straight neural data is hard to process.
Yeah,
That
good
is,
question.
Unless you've got an AI to read it.
Whatever it is
it for
must
Central?
involve this girl.
Are they planning to use her brain as a processing unit? Who is that escaping ceiling hatch?
Who was escaping through the ceiling hatch? It wasn't the Mindjacker, was it?
No, he's the one Chantel caught, briefly. By the sound of it, the mindjacker's working for her.
His work is part of a larger plan of hers, then?
Possibly. She's the one running this lab, for sure.
It'd be very funny if talking to him about all this stuff got you a game over because you took too much time. Chantel!
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
It's a shame it couldn't hold down Cressel, the mindjacker.
Hey, cut her some slack. She took down 2 heavies on the tarmac.
I'm not going to make any promises about taking her on full time.
You're just worried about synthetics stealing your job.
You may as well take this now. You seem to be the maid wrangler.
Personality splitter. Sweet. This guy killed Baxter?
So, this Cressel guy, the Mindjacker, he killed Baxter?
And by the sound of it, ripped the contents of his mind first.
When I saw Baxter's head, I thought that either his killer really hated him.
Like I would. Or he was covering up evidence of a mindjacking by destroying his brain tissue.
It's a theory. Sounds like we might be able to back it up.
That or Baxter's mind wanted to destroy what's the flesh prison that he'd been trapped in for a while. What now?
So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people.
Central.
Central's gonna be pretty pissed about this. More than usual, I mean.
Is it working again?
Yeah, we fought off the intrusion.
Damn. I was hoping they'd broken it permanently.
Nah, we could handle it. It was a weird attack, though. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Well-trained hackers. Foreign intelligence?
No, better than that. Like, they were intimately familiar with Central.
Interesting.
As sudden as it had started, the attack halted about 18 hours later.
Interesting. Who's this girl?
Any idea who the thrall in Sconto Blue is?
Not a clue. She must be important to their plan.
Maybe she just wandered into their airfield. A useful test subject for whatever this is.
She was at Cell earlier. She'd been targeted. They must be after her for some reason. I'll do what I can to keep her stable.
Do your best, Regis.
What?
She looks familiar. I can't quite place her, though. I guess I see too many thralls.
She's not one of Viksha and Regis's kids, is she? Strange terminal.
Dr. Baxter says hi. He seems a lot friendlier than I expected.
What?
Oh, don't panic. It appears he remembers his own ripping and death. Looks like we can be sure he was the Mindjacker's latest victim. A significant part of his mind state's been offloaded into this system.
But why did you see him? Why is he in there?
They've been ripping minds and reprogramming the data through a memory module. I guess Baxter's the latest and still has the most independent agency. Doesn't sound like he harbors any ill will towards you, though.
Maybe the neural governor? He wouldn't be able to get angry.
Well, he's dead. There's no governor. I think that this ghost of his in the machine doesn't include that part of him.
You mean, this mindjacker's kept it?
Or just can't get rid of it.
Yeah, I'm betting on can't get rid of it. What have you found?
Find anything useful yet?
Just a length of cable.
Why would I need a steel cable?
You're the tech, you figure it out. I also picked these up while I was finding my way in.
Can I get the goggles?
Like
yeah.
I'll
Sweet.
check them later.
Sweet. Okay.
Everything that was her is now in my pockets.
Personality Sheffy, platform Chantel, role barman. Let's upload her to this terminal and see what happens. Doesn't have a personality to split. Oh, wait. No,
The app for breaking up synthetic minds. I've already cracked her mind. Her mind state is in my storage buffer.
Doesn't have a personality to split. Okay. Alright, well, thermal visor. We've got 4 junction points. Doesn't need surgery. Okay. Can't scalpel Chantel.
Wetware's not going.
Okay.
As much as I look.
Alright, let's see what's out in the cargo hold. Opened crate. Interesting. Alright, he's not in here.
I wonder what this was for.
AP ammunition. Armor-piercing ammo.
Apparently not.
Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, can't cut the cables. Let's can't go out here because we're in the air.
That's not going to stop it. Not an option.
Okay. How do I get into the junction points? That's just email. Oh, it's... Okay, hatch has been locked from the other side. Okay. So what do I do with the steel cable?
How did I plan on doing that? That's not possible.
Let's where the screen.
Wetware's not going.
I guess not. Okay.
Cobalt 3, this is... Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
Perimeter secure. No sign of hostiles.
Copy that. Cobalt 3, scrub the...
What? Guild SITREP shows up.
Damn. Cobalt 3.
Copy that. Already.
So wait, are you on the ground or not? No thermals in here besides the people. Morbid? Can't use any of that in here. Alright, we've already gotten what we need out of here. Wait, hang on.
Excuse me?
Hello.
This might sound... What's that? Thanks for the...
You are...
Regis, can I have the bolt gun?
Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Chantal's
I'm not...
That's...
For...
Never...
Why else do you think...
Ouch.
Wait.
Chantal's really pulling her weight in this job.
I'm not going to make any...
That's a shame.
For what? Her shining wit?
Never underestimate having someone around who will do anything you say.
Why else do you think I keep you around?
Ha!
Ouch. Walked right into that one, didn't I? So, what do we do from here?
Now we know this is where the Mindjacker's operating from.
We need to find out what their plans for all those stolen memories are.
We'd better find out where this aerostat's going, too.
The best way of covering all those would be apprehending these people. I'll check in later.
Can I have the bolt gun, please? Hang on.
How did I plan on doing?
Okay.
That's not the...
What am I missing here? I'd have to scan again.
Not an option.
Alright, that's a no.
Apparently not.
Can't surgery Chantel.
It would only work when she's...
Alright, let's double check
As
this.
much as I love...
No. Okay, what the hell? Man, it was a really nasty trick to trick Mandala into getting to a place where the connection was so strong she could be overwhelmed. Okay.
Not in this case.
Oh, I could just walk up and open it. Okay. I'm dumb. Thought I had to open the wall with a tool.
How many of these things are there?
Thought I had to open the wall with a tool.
General alarm. Starboard control services compromised.
Okay. So now I can go out here and get sucked into the engine. Maybe not.
If I lean out any further, the engine will pull me in.
Can I toss this into the engine? Haha! What?
It's dangerous out there.
Okay.
It's dangerous out there.
Can't hold the button.
That should be safer.
Crisis Agent, you consider trying to persuade him of the futility of his position, but decide against it. They're probably paying him too much for him to change his mind. Okay. Can I shoot him? Well, taking him down would mean one less obstacle. The stunner doesn't have the reach necessary to hit him from here.
Whoa! That guard by the window almost saw me. I've got to get rid of him.
Alright. Let's see.
Apparently not. Whoa! That guard... I've got...
The way onto the upper deck. What tools do I have to deal with them?
I can't inject.
There's one place you don't want a thermal visor messing up your depth perception. It's hanging out of an airship 1,000 meters up in the air.
Whoa! That guard... I've got...
I can't go back, which means I have what I need to do this right now. There's only the Crisis Agent and the hatch that I can interact with.
Whoa! That guard... I've got...
Alright, what? I can't...
I've already broken into their comms network. I can access it on...
Oh, the comms. Duh.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Intruder sighted to port.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to port side.
Copy that. Moving into position.
There we go.
Verify identity. Voice print required. Cobalt 1-8 Sigma. Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone.
Turret. Okay. Can I shock the turret?
Verify identity. Voice print required. Password incorrect.
Yeah, thought so. Okay.
Verify identity.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you...
Cobalt 3.
Cobalt 3, hostile...
Copy that. Already in position.
Okay.
Cobalt 3, do you...
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3...
Copy that. Verify identity. Voice print required. Cobalt 1-8 Sigma. Voice print confirmed. Please exit targeting zone. Verify identity. Password in.
I have Cobalt 1-8 Sigma. How do I change the voice? Oh.
Target acquired. Target lost.
That was close.
A lockable hatch connected to a ladder. Based on your position, you reckon that it leads to the hallway on the lower deck. Okay. Gas tap.
Verify identity. Password.
Okay, we can't get that far.
Verify identity. Password.
That's not possible.
Verify. Password.
Throwing that over there won't do anything.
As much as I love
No reach on the stunner. Oh, patch. Hello. A ragged patch on the side of one of the gas bags. These stitches are probably a temporary measure till a more durable repair can be made. But given the age of this bucket, you're unsure how likely that is to happen. Let's open it up. It's not flammable.
as much as I
Can't reach the gas tap from here. Visor appears to be out of charge. Helium gas billows from the rupture, knocking me out.
Verify ID. Password incorrect.
Hang on.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
All right, that's funny.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Moving into position.
Verify identity. Voice print required.
Cobalt 1, hey, what happened?
Voice print not identified.
No, wait, it's Cobalt 1, Sigma.
Voice print not identified. Terminating security threat.
Wait, stop.
Warning, ammunition depleted.
There we go. Awesome.
Yep, they keep helium in here as well.
Target acquired. Warning, ammunition depleted. Entering power save mode.
Hell yeah. He got what was coming to him. Oh, alright. A ferocious-looking automated turret has been set up on the catwalk, likely to stop you getting at the aerostat's control center. Alright, let's unlock this hatch.
locked.
Okay. Okay.
Hello?
User IFF not found. Consider hostile.
You're okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Error. Locomotive systems not enabled.
Alright, let's personnel role barman, personality chef, memory maid, role turret. Okay, that should do it.
Hi there.
Your status?
How do you feel?
I'm just dandy, thanks. Except I'm all out of ammo.
Sorry about that. I'll see what I can do.
And the hatch is here to let you go back down and get Chantel's personality. What is your objective?
What's your primary mission?
You asking me to come help on your case, Dr. Max?
Get that door open.
Blast that door.
Oh, I gotta give it the ammo.
I'm all out of bullets.
Alright, let's give it the ammo.
Here you go. Hello?
Hi there.
Blast that door.
Stop! Just stop shooting at us. You'll blow the whole damned aerostat up.
I'm about to come in. Place your hands above your heads and remain where you are. Regis, I've got the suspects holed up. What's your status?
Good job, Lau. I've been doing some digging in here. Apparently, their intended destination is Fulcrum Tower.
The tower? In an aerostat? Why?
Let me send you the files.
Uh-oh.
Freeze!
Hi there.
Hi there. Are you alright?
Get nuked. You're the one who tried to kill me in the first place.
Circumstances were different.
Yes. I planted the bomb. I apologize for what I did, but I can't take it back.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I wasn't, specifically, but something very important was on the line. My judgment was affected, but now that's been resolved. You're safe with me now.
Nuke you, man! I need to get out of here. Get out of my way. I'll shoot.
No, you won't.
You look like a good person.
I can see it in your eyes, and the way you're holding that weapon. You don't want to shoot. You're a good person.
You don't know me.
Deep down, you know I just want to help you, and you want that help too.
Does she know that?
Shoot me. That's how I...
Regis, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Come on, it didn't have any charge.
Anyone comes through that door, Chantel, you make them regret that decision.
Got it.
It was out of charge.
Regis! You just shot a cell agent trying to help you.
He tried to kill me.
Hang on, Regis. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the girl who was with Dr. Vargas. Galatea, right?
Gala what?
You alright?
I'll be fine. Apparently it wasn't as empty as I thought. The counter must have had a charging plate.
More to the point, how did she shoot you with your own signature weapon?
I'm not sure.
I knew it! She is his kid!
Still, just need to scan you. Regis? Why does this girl have half of your genome?
What?
This girl, who yesterday was introduced as Dr. Vargas's daughter.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Vargas doesn't have a daughter. Oh my god. My god, he couldn't have.
What? What is it?
That son of a bitch. I know who you are, and I'm so sorry.
I knew it!
You can't withdraw the embryo now! We're finished without it!
What part of no wasn't clear, Baxter? We've decided not to use our embryos in the project. We'll find another way to do it.
You don't know what's at stake. Our reputations, our whole careers could be made or broken by this.
Dr. Baxter, we've made our decision.
He's poisoned you against us. Don't let his antiquated morals stand in the way of what we can achieve here.
Thanks to Charlie,
The woman who was with Vargas was not Mandela?
Holistic perspective.
No, that's another clone. Or another one of,
Thanks, Vicky.
Regis's embryos.
Charlie. We're starting our lives together, and that's what's most important to me. Ah! Adam, what are you doing?
Do you know what will happen when this project fails? There's nowhere left to go for me after this. My career is in ruins. I've no future without this project. Do you see, Dr. Regis? You have ended me! You have ended me!
Vicky.
My god. So that means that this girl is...
They must have continued their research after I left the project. Duplicated the embryo to use as a baseline.
Wait, that means I'm your... Oh, Nuke, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Max, this is my daughter. What was that?
Oh, boy. Oh, we are at the climax of the game. Okay.
Or we've arrived. Uh-oh.
Damn, they got past.
Looks like we're not just stopped. We're docked. Uh-oh. I recognize that office.
It's actually foreshadowing about that way back when the Mindjacker first contacts Charlie. He shows the embryo trays labeled A, B, C, and E. Ah, yeah.
Come on, let's get off this aerostat.
Latha appears uncomfortable. Not surprising, given what she's been through. Lao certainly handled herself well in getting up here. Not that you'd ever doubted her.
Let's go.
The helium is stopped. Nothing remains in the control room except for the slaughtered bodies of several hired guns.
Galatea, my dear, don't do this.
It's too late to stop me now, Father.
Damn it.
She sealed the elevators. I'll try a breach.
Charlie, we must stop them. I fear her plans risk endangering the entire city.
Cram it, you son of a bitch. You cloned my embryos after Vicky was gone. Then you continued the experiments after I was out of the picture.
Dr. Regis, I can only imagine how you must feel.
What did I just say? You don't get to talk. Max, what do we know about this? About Galatea's plan?
Well, she has a dense storage module full of stolen mind states.
She's going to imprint them on Central?
Processor core by force.
Central's nature?
She's going to change Central's fundamental nature.
How? It plans outcomes based on input from millions of trance users in the city.
Exactly. She's going to give it a more...
Wait, it crowdsources? It scrapes people's minds?
Central serves not merely to coordinate city operations.
It doesn't?
No, Dr. Lau. In fact, this may represent one of mankind's greatest achievements. I have been using its position, one of absolute trust and resources, to teach it.
Teach it? About what?
Yeah.
About life, the world, the human condition. What it means to share the world with us.
He's making it a person.
I and the city have given it a position on high, from which it can observe everything.
At the cost of its duties to the city?
I believe not, Dr. Regis. However, Galatea shared your concern. She believes it important that Central's intellect be suitably equipped sooner rather than later.
Oh, God. Regis, what do we have to do to the maid when we wanted it to behave in a different way?
We gave it a new personality.
She's taken the mind states of experts across a number of fields. She wants to combine them into a gestalt all-knowing personality for Central.
Galatea wishes to skip over the years of education it may otherwise have taken and create an all-knowing leader for the city overnight.
That's fucked.
Combined experience of about 8 centuries from the mind-jacking victims.
Please, you must stop her. She'll have to upload the gestalt personality from the cortex matrices at the top of the tower.
We'll stop her, but I'm not doing this for you, Central, or the city. It's for the people whose lives have been the cost of your glorious work. For Vicky, for our kids. Come on, Lau.
Latha?
Nina, I did not know you were still here.
Nobody else is doing any work. It looks like it's up to me to salvage this project.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate your attitude. But we have lost half of our team in one fell swoop. Poor Viksha. I cannot say that I blame Charlie for removing the embryos from the project after that.
Mm-hmm. Embryos.
I know that look, Nina. There is something that you are hiding.
Maybe.
My God, this data.
Here's the thing about embryos. While they're at the 6 to 8 cell stage, they're very easy to split. It's been the basis of cloning for a century.
So
it's how twins
Regis has 2 biological daughters.
And Charlie's embryo.
Mm-hmm.
Latha and
He's got his
Galatea.
embryo back. I'm happy that I've got another 3 full embryos to continue the project.
And Central's his third daughter.
Say thanks to me, and say nothing to Charlie. When Central is born, he'll assume we found another solution. This can just be our little secret.
Central Processor Core, Fulcrum Tower. She's probably destroyed the elevator. Alright, which one of them am I? I'm Regis. Obviously a technophile, Latha is taking in every detail of Central's intricate machinery.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say about what happened earlier.
Hey, get nuked. You tried to kill me.
I didn't know.
Yeah, like that makes it any better. And for what? A bunch of embryos?
Proper introduction.
I guess we already got an introduction itself.
Huh. I suppose we did. I think the tone of that was wrong, though.
What, for meeting your daughter for the first time in jail?
That's not what I meant. Let's try starting again. Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm a cell case specialist.
Latha, Skanto bum and trans addict. and apparently the target of a whole lot of people trying to kill her.
So why did they want Latha? Were they... Okay. So Latha's brain... is the most trans-capable brain they've encountered. Because she's a split clone of Central. Because they genetically engineered Central for that role. And Latha and Galatea have the same trait. So why did she wind up on the street? Did they think she was a failure and so they just got rid of her? Why? Why did she wind up penniless on the street, growing up without parents? Whereas Galatea was raised by Vargas as his daughter. Apology.
I'm really sorry about what happened. If I'd known you were there.
I nearly died. I've been running for my life because of you.
Latha, I'm going to do whatever I can to make this right. Whether or not it's even possible, I'm going to try.
Go nuke yourself. The only reason
Fair.
I'm still here is that you don't have a reason to kill me anymore.
What are they trying to do?
What are these people trying to do?
First, they stole the mind states of prominent individuals around the world. And then, they stormed Central itself.
They want to change how it thinks using a combination of these minds? What do they get out of it?
Philosophical completeness. This girl's been raised to believe that fostering Central is her life's mission. As she sees it, this is the right way to give Central completeness.
And she's my clone.
Neither of you is more clone than the other. Apparently, the original embryo was split. At least twice.
Parents!
Where have you been my entire life? I was raised by the city.
I didn't know. Vargas covered up the theft of the embryos. If I'd known you'd been born, life would have been so different, so much better. For both of us.
Hey, my life turned out fine.
No, it
I'm
didn't.
a creator. If kids would have made your life so much better, why not unfreeze the embryos when you had the chance?
I was worried. Somehow it didn't seem right. I couldn't give them the life they deserved without Vicky, without their mother.
Sounds like you wasted an opportunity.
She's got a point on that, Regis. Lau.
I spoke to that other agent, Lau.
What did you think?
She's alright. Less of a tight ass than you. I think she understands what I'm going through better.
She's a lot younger than I am. I can't wrap my head around this trance stuff kids do.
That and she's not the one who tried to murder me.
After Cell.
Last time I saw you, it was in the waiting room at Cell. How did you get out?
I had help from Jinsel.
Who?
From Jahelia, an underground network. They're the ones who found out that you planted the bomb. They gave me a way out, and I ran to find them.
And it was a trap.
Actually, from the way they were talking, it sounds like Jinsel was the one who handed me over to them. I'm not sure who I can trust right now.
Central.
You've got a history with Central, don't you?
I was part of the team that created it, along with Vargas and your mother.
So you want to protect your legacy here?
Not in Central. I left before the project was completed. It was dependent upon them having...
Yeah, but Central's your daughter,
copies behind a word.
Charlie.
Central's an organic computer?
An understatement. Like saying Hanford mainframe is a powerful calculator. It was designed with a new style of consciousness in mind. If its organic components came from the same embryos, then that means...
We're related?
Yup, Central's your daughter, Charlie.
Something's not right with Vargas. The way he looks at me.
He sees the little girl he's been raising as his daughter for 20 years. He's a monster.
How? He just sounds like a soft old man.
That's an impression that comes to him naturally. It helps him get what he wants. In reality, his priorities are so skewed he'll do anything he can to succeed.
Catching up.
When this is over, we need to catch up.
Are you serious?
I want to learn who you are. Find out about
I don't think she
You
feels
tried
that
to
mutually.
kill me. Now you expect me to just let you in?
Alright, maybe that was optimistic. But please, once this is done, at least let me tell you about your mother.
Embryos.
Why were embryos needed in Vargas's experiments?
Embryos were going to be modified to extrapolate neural tissue growth. They couldn't use dummy growth embryos. They don't undergo neural development.
And you objected to them using your own embryos.
So did Vicky, in the end. Thank you for speaking with me.
I don't think she likes you very much, Charlie. Lau is enraptured. She stands in the physical presence of Central itself.
Hey, Max.
Yeah, Regis?
Are you all right?
How are you holding up?
I'm a little awestruck. Never thought I'd see Central's core.
Especially not under attack.
Exactly. How about you?
I'm fine.
Regis.
How do you think I'm taking it? I discovered that the man who killed my wife has been after me from beyond the grave.
On the plus side, you found you have a daughter.
Yeah, but she hates
you need
him.
to work out what you can do to protect what you have now.
Perhaps you're right.
The situation.
What's the situation?
Central's lost its connection to city infrastructure. Backup systems are holding for now, so nobody's going to get hurt because of it.
It must be because of what they're doing to the core.
Galatea sealed herself inside the Cortex processor, at the top of the tower. It's likely she's trying to apply the mind state she's stolen.
Trying to alter how Central thinks.
Making the kind of governor she finds more agreeable.
She can't stay in there forever.
She doesn't have to. If we leave her too long, we could lose Central.
As we know it, anyway.
We'll need to split up.
We might need to split up. We can cover more ground that way.
Good thinking. Time's short. We can coordinate our actions if we need to work together.
Oh, do I get to swap between all three of them? The power room.
We need to get to the control consoles in the turbine room.
Good idea. Then we can shunt the allocated power around. Nina, Dr. Zhang, wants power for the tower's transceiver. That'll allow her hackers to dismantle Central's programming.
But then there'll be nothing. It'll be like lobotomizing the city.
Temporarily, until they organize a replacement. The alternative would be shunting the power back to Central.
Then it could help us break the Cortex room security seal.
But it's no good talking about it if we can't get to the console.
We need to bring him in. I guess this is one of those situations where Central would use the term neutralize.
Central.
If Galatea succeeds, what are the implications?
In its current state, Central's behavior is generated from experience. It means that it can be taught.
But apparently, Galatea wants an expert instead.
With knowledge and experience stolen from around the world.
Do we actually know that the result would be worse?
Regis, you can't be serious. Central's personality would be irreparably altered.
Yeah, that's a person,
Galatea's
Regis.
Responsible for the global mind-jacking spree. Don't worry, Lau. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't hate Central that much.
Nina.
Apparently, Nina's had people ahead of us already.
Inside men, probably. Paid off ages ago. Looks like they haven't finished the job. The equipment's only half deployed.
What's it for?
It's a transceiver array. Looks like the cable spool is part of the antenna.
They must have been interrupted when Galatea broke in. Maybe it's the poor fellow who got himself crushed by the elevator platform.
Oh, yep, I see those
She's not going
legs.
to succeed in removing Central without a working transceiver.
Cortex core.
We need to gain access to the Cortex core.
Galatea is sealed in. What can she do from in there?
Not much, except tamper with Central's cognitive processes.
So exactly what she plans to.
Precisely. We need to get in and stop her.
Part of her door's security is likely system-based. Beyond my level, though, we need to find someone who can hack.
Latha.
Likely got redundancies that rely on external power. Let's look for those as well.
We need to get to the control console.
Good idea. Then Nina, that'll.
But then it'll be like
temporary alternative.
Then it could.
But it's.
We need. I guess. We'll catch up later.
Sure.
Latha.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
Thank you for speaking with me.
All right, fair enough. Cable reel. What?
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
I didn't want to do that. Holy shit.
God. They actually did it.
Holy shit. Alright, Latha's definitely going to be popping in there. Alright, new save.
No way in hell I'm getting in that thing. I'm not certain, but based on its connections to the organic circuitry, it's probably an interface system. I've had enough of this stuff. I ran tests on the prototypes for this stuff in the lab. I never thought they'd make so much of it.
Interesting. The screens won't control anything. They're just data readouts. All right, what do I have on me? Oh, I can swap. Okay.
Hey, Dr. Lau, what do you need? How are you holding up?
How do you think? One minute I'm letting the trance flow over me. The next, people are trying to kill me. I'm still not sure why.
We'll do what we can to help. Me and your father.
Yeah. The only involvement he's had with my life so far has been trying to end it.
Don't worry, Latha. We're here to help.
Great job you're doing so far. I'm still stuck with you in this dangerous situation.
If you hate it so much, perhaps you can help us. There must be something useful you can do.
I'm a trance expert, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, isn't that what every thrall says?
Hey!
Why were you on the aerostat?
Why were you in the aerostat? Did they grab you somewhere downtown?
No, I went there to try and stop them. My contact with Jahilia said I could help to crack them. Sounds like they sold me out, though.
Do you know why they wanted you?
I didn't hear much. You probably know more than I do. Something about my brain? That was another thing they said.
Galatea?
No, Jinsel, my contact. Apparently I've got an abnormally high sync ratio.
Born to trance.
Okay, Cedric. Did I screw something up by sending up that balloon? Should I go back to a previous save and make my way back here? Because I don't want to destroy Central. That is not the ending I'm going to go for. Still alright as long as you don't do the second thing Nina said. Alright, well, I'm going to preserve that save file. Your contact.
I still can't figure out what Jinsel wants. They said I was supposed to be a relay for their hack team.
And you agreed?
It was the only thing I could do.
Do you know anything about this Jinsel?
They work for Jahilia. Sounded pretty influential.
Jahilia? The anti-central underground group?
That's the one. Anti-central? Really?
They wouldn't be the only ones trying to get people in tonight. They should all just team up.
Regis.
Right now, the only thing on Dr. Regis's mind is keeping you alive.
Excuse me if I have a hard time believing that.
Hey, he carried out terrible things when he thought he could save his kids. His embryos. And now that he knows who you are, you're suddenly a whole lot more important to him. More than anyone else.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Careful. You don't want to push him too far.
What? He might do something even more stupid to prove it?
Maybe. And he'd probably be the one who suffers for it.
Tell me about yourself.
So, tell me about yourself.
I'm not even sure who I am at the moment.
Look, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Dr. Lau. My friends call me Max. I'm a cell case specialist, and I've worked with Regis since last year.
Me? Raised by the city as a refugee war orphan. I guess even that's not true anymore. Matriculated in '86, been on Skanto city support ever since. Basically hooked up into the trance. Not what most people consider worthwhile.
Hey, a lot of people thought I was worthless. Before I joined Cell, I had a criminal record that took up gigabytes.
Damn, what'd you
Central
do?
Thought I was worth a shot, though, and I ended up working for it.
Everything's alright?
Are you sure you're alright?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not wearing any shoes, and your feet look...
Huh. I guess I did walk all the way from Cell to Southwest.
Ouch.
I switched off the pain in my feet.
You can do that?
It won't come back on now.
After this is over, we're getting you to a hospital. We're here if you need help.
Sure.
Alright, let's get her into the processor core.
Whoa, what is this stuff? Whoa.
I hope this wasn't a mistake. Oh boy, hi, Jinsel.
Mandala.
You betrayed me.
You two-faced lying backstabber.
I apologize, Mandala.
You sold me out. They knew I was coming. What did you get out of it? How much was I worth?
Mandala, please.
You are going to regret crossing me. I have had enough of being used.
Please, be reasonable.
No.
Get nuked.
I am being
The
reasonable.
reason you're even here is because you're still relaying through me. Remember this moment. It's the last time you'll ever see the inside of Central.
What are we doing here? Hello, Central.
Good evening, Miss Sesame.
Central, are you connected to this system as well?
From a certain frame of reference, this system is Central. You are currently interfaced with my core processor.
This room?
The room full of orange globes is your core processor?
Only part of it. My processor spans the top 5 floors of Fulcrum Tower.
Holy shit, that's a big
The room in
brain.
which your body resides is my organic processor network. The simulated environment you currently perceive is an interface that covers my architecture.
You're an organic computer.
I've only ever seen organic computing at the microscale. What's with the huge globes?
Those are neural processors. Each is filled with specialized tissue clusters. Suspended in wetware, they represent thousands of minds worth of processing capability.
You use brain tissue?
Of a specially designed nature in vast quantities. Similar to that found within your own cerebrum.
Yeah.
Why did they create you like that?
It allows for a unique structure to my thought and to my development. Central is no mere civic manager. I was created as the next stage in artificial intelligence.
And you're my sister. My own cerebrum.
Wait, you said our brain tissue is similar.
You are Lotha Sesame SN134244. We share a common genesis in Dr. Vargas' experiments in 2067.
You're using my gray matter?
Inaccurate. We both began from the same embryo, which was split into 3 triplets. One was developed to produce large quantities of neural tissue.
And the others were spares?
As the modification to the brain structure took place before the pluralization, we share a number of traits which enhance our comprehension of...
Why was I thrown onto the street?
All my life I kept telling people I was made for the trance.
As were we both. The prenatal modifications remain within you and have affected brain development.
Regis.
Do you know Dr. Regis?
I am aware of the activities of everyone within the city. Regis, Charles, Doctor, Case Specialist, Centralized Emergency Logistics Office.
That's him. He tried to kill me last night.
This is incorrect. Tried implies effort towards a targeted outcome. Analysis of data provided indicates that he has made no attempt on your life.
But my apartment? He destroyed it? He admitted it.
This is correct. It appears that his goal was material destruction under duress. Knowing of your presence, probability that he would have carried out such actions drops to 21.4%.
You're saying he wouldn't have done it?
Dr. Regis is often uncooperative and has a difficult working attitude. Despite such quirks, behavior patterns indicate justice as a key motivator. If he had known of potential civilian casualties, he would likely have sought assistance against said blackmailers from his partner.
Yeah.
Huh. So you're saying he's one of the good guys?
As much as could be mathematically determined.
Also, he's your dad. Have you known this whole time that Regis was your dad and you just never said anything? Did Vargas forbid you from doing that? Why didn't anyone tell me?
I grew up in a nuked up care home in the back end of the city, and Regis apparently had his children stolen from him. Why didn't you tell any of us about this?
Deceit has created a most regrettable situation. You have both been victims of serious crimes against your persons. I have only recently been made aware of these details.
Oh, you didn't know?
They didn't tell you where you came from?
Details have been falsified for my input. I have been unaware of our links. I had, however, noted inconsistencies in the information I had been given regarding the project.
Gaps in the story.
I have been conducting my own clandestine investigation into the matter. It is only in light of the recent crisis that I have been able to confirm the truth.
Now that you know about it, what are you going to do?
I am unable to change the fact that I was created. There is evidence of Dr. Vargas' culpability in a number of felonies. To ensure city security, he will be held accountable for his actions by a secure committee.
Frankenstein's monster rises up against its creator.
Well, that's a bit of an
I
insult.
act only in the city's interest.
Do you know what's going on?
Do you know what's happening out there?
My flow of data from outside the tower has been severed. It appears that Galatea Vargas is attempting to modify core systems without authorization. Based upon the lockdown and lack of submitted proposals, it is likely to be a radical alteration. This cannot be permitted.
What do you think I should do?
We need to stop Galatea, but maybe I should just leave it to the trained cell agents.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time. As such, all personnel assets within the core must be utilized.
So, you want my help?
Your unique physiology enables a connection to the organic systems available to no other. In addition, your 65,717 logged hours of transactivity suggest proficiency in the
Jesus Christ!
Is it really that many?
Your support within the interactive environment greatly increases our chances of success.
Jesus Christ! That's a lot. Hang on. Hang on. That's holy shit. 70,000 hours. That's an hour a day. Every day for 200 years, or 2 hours for 100, 4 hours for 50, 4 hours a day for 50 years, 8 hours a day for 25 years. Holy shit. She's been trancing enough to be in the trance for like 12 hours a day every day for her entire life. Can you help us stop Galatea?
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself within the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. There are 3 layers of redundant security, 2 of which I have no access to whatsoever. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing. The power of the city's entire AI versus a door encryption?
But as my connections have been limited by her attack...
Sounded too good to be true.
If extra power can be routed to my systems from the turbine room,
okay,
I can breach part of the door's security barrier. It would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parties.
Alright, so get her power. Embryo.
Regis was chasing a bunch of embryos they took.
A set fertilized by Drs. Charles and Viksha Regis. One of these was utilized in research in 2067.
That was the one that was split. That became me, Galatea, and you? So, in a way, you're my sister?
An overly romanticized style. The organic tissue...
Yes, but it's true.
...of my processor was created from her. Modified stem cells were drawn from the primary embryo in a destructive process.
Oh, so you were made from bits of my unborn sister?
That is more accurate.
I'd say you're still her sister.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Okay. Let's see. What can Lao do? The antenna has already been deployed. It's apparently working as planned. Okay. Lao, go up the elevator. What happens if I try to go down? Oh, just squishes. Okay. The body of one of the remaining strike team members. Apparently, cell officers managed to bring him down. Oh, we have cell officers here. Okay. Let's loot the body. Picked up grenade. What has she got? She's still got the scalpel and the wetware and the stun gun. Alright, what's in the turbine room? Oh, shit. Well. Hang on. Okay. Mounting a desperate last line of defense. You're uncertain how long the Mindjacker can hold out for.
Throw down your weapon. Come out with your hands raised.
I don't recognize you. Which one are you?
I'm Dr. Lau. I'm the one who gave you the synthetic beatdown. You gonna surrender?
Nah. I've got a reputation to maintain. Besides, this is my biggest shot at getting back at Regis.
Okay, so we gotta get past this guy to reroute the power to Central. Okay, I just saved. I'm gonna see what happens when I throw a grenade. Nothing. Okay. The rotator in this mechanism spins so quickly as to blur before your vision. Okay, so... Can I stun gun him? No. Okay. Can I make him run out of ammo? How many bullets have you got? Alright, I don't think that's working. Control systems, power supply, platforms. A system of moving platforms, apparently for shifting drones into the different levels of conduits running through the building. Okay. Let's see what happens when we go up. Okay, those screens are nothing. This is...
Central's inorganic framework. Wow. I'd better not touch it. I might risk harming Central.
Fair enough. This will be the barrier. Lock power, lock system security, lock command access. Okay. Let's swap to Regis and see what Regis has. Regis has voice. Most of this man's body has been crushed by the elevator platform. You're not sure whether he fell first, but the eventual result has rendered that point moot. Hang on. I'm going to try to loot that body. Apparently, this man was a technician. You take his wrench. Okay. Get out of the way. Oh, console. Hello. The antenna has already been deployed and is apparently working as planned. Okay, well that's for the antenna.
I understand Central's organic component, but I have no idea what this is for.
Alright, let's go bother Krauser. How do you pronounce his name? Kreiser? Krezer?
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Kressel!
Kressel! Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
Money? Stupid question. Well, it was to start with.
What changed?
I learned about you, Regis, when I took Baxter's memory into my own. Your decision to ruin the project led to Baxter's downward spiral.
Man, you're fucked up in the head. You're not Baxter.
You aren't Baxter. Stop this, Kressel.
Some philosophers say that what we are is based on our memories and experiences. If that's the case, then I'm only a little bit Baxter, but just enough.
Why keep any of his memories for yourself?
He had the most amazing, enthralling lust for revenge. I had to be a part of it. Like a great work of cooperative
You were consumed
art.
by
it's
him.
An incredible motivator, like nothing else.
Euphoric?
Motivator? For what?
Well, I knew you were on my tail. I needed a way to get rid of you. Before I'd even finished with Baxter's lifeless old corpse, a plan had come to me. One that satisfied my goals and his own.
You knew we were we can get you help, maybe.
You need help.
Nah, I'm fine, thanks.
Medical help. Your judgment is compromised. You're driven by Baxter's desire for revenge.
You have no idea. It's addictive. The sense of accomplishment. I'm winning for 2, baby.
You knew we were after you.
You knew we were after you?
I'm working for Galatea, one of the most important people in the centralized government. Central knew what you were up to, and therefore, so did Galatea. It was kind of funny watching you work.
You're surrounded.
You're gonna run out of ammo eventually. Cell agents will be here to back us up, too. You'll have to give up eventually. Make it sooner rather than later.
I don't think so. My colleague is just about to rewrite Central to her own tune. We'll see if it's still so eager to prosecute me then. Heck, it'll
Fair
probably
point.
order you to give me a VIP escort from the Corps.
You're deluded.
We'll see. I just need to hold you off until she does her job.
Why Latha? Why did you try to get me to kill her?
Okay, that was just artistic flourish. I just learned where she was from Galatea. She wanted me to confirm it, but I thought of something.
Wait, Galatea knew and she abandoned her sister for her whole life?
I can tell you that. But it seemed like too good an opportunity to waste.
Well, I
could
guess
get
she
you,
is only
the
just an adult.
sanctimonious Charlie Regis, to kill the embryo you'd put so much into 20 years ago. How would that be for irony?
You're a monster.
Even if I fail miserably here, I've probably helped to ruin your relationship with your daughter.
Oh, you're right about that.
Why Latha?
Okay, that I how you even. Hey, Regis, you haven't given up, have you?
All right. Can I throw the wrench at him? No. I don't want to do anything that'll prevent me from sending turbine power to Central.
Central?
Good evening,
Let me get back.
Please.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Latha can make him come out of hiding to try to kill her. God, that's gross.
Hey, Mr.
Galatea? No, you're the other one. You got a pretty raw deal, didn't you?
Huh?
You start from exactly the same place. Then she ends up being brought up by one of the most important men in the city. And you get, what, a bed sit in the barrel? Of course, that's gone now too. Oops.
Hey.
Keep that old brain of yours safe. We've got big plans for it.
Alright, what does she have? She's got nothing. Phones are manually controlled. Alright. You've got wetware to hack into something.
Hardware's not my field. I'm going to need the trance if I want to get into the machine.
Well, let's wetware into it.
There's nowhere to make a connection out here.
Fair enough. How about upstairs?
There's nowhere to make a...
I guess not. As long as this isn't a physical damage, another way to open it will need to be found. Okay, so I can't wetware into it. Wow, can you wetware into any of this? Nope. Wetware into any of this stuff? My wetware just brings up my call log?
Dr. Lau, operational update as follows. You must gain access to the Cortex processor at the top of the tower. In addition, there is a 65% chance that Dr. Regis is working towards anti-civil objectives with outside parties.
I'll keep an eye on him. Lau out.
Well, that's a bit of an out-of-date message. Okay. So, Alright. Let's go down to the ground floor and try to see if we can't get to Vargas and talk to him. Have you got any tools for me?
Dr. Vargas?
Ah, Dr. Lau. It is good to see someone remaining level-headed amidst this crisis.
Oh, don't get me wrong. What was done to Regis and to these kids was appalling. But right now, my responsibility as a cell agent is to ensure the city's security and by extension, Central.
Regis.
Regis is on the warpath.
Poor Charlie. I wish he didn't have to find out about Central's true nature like this.
In a way, it's ironic. He's hated Central for years.
It reminded him of what happened. He saw it as a product born of Viksha's demise.
And now he knows that you kept using his embryos. You couldn't have just asked?
You might be aware, but the modification of embryos
he would have said no, Max.
With time, he might have been brought around with reason.
But after what Baxter did...
It became more about Vicky than the embryos. At least, despite this, we were able to succeed with the best course for the city.
What is Galatea's plan?
What does Galatea plan on doing? First, she hires a professional to steal the mind states of experts around the world. Now she's secured herself in the cortical processor at the top of the tower.
Dr. Regis surmised correctly. She plans to reshape Central's nature to her liking. A small grace is that her actions come not from a lust for power.
Central's nature.
I'm no AI specialist. What can she change about Central?
In its current format, Central is an adaptive system. It will learn from experience and apply that experience to future decisions.
Is that really necessary in its job? Doesn't it just need to allocate resources and carry out the Council's orders?
Essentially, yes. But if that were all that it required, any other coordinator AI could be used. It may take many years, but Central will develop a character unique to Newton's needs.
But Galatea wasn't happy with this.
It was a debate we often had. She believed that Central needed to be better equipped for its role.
Apparently, she's decided to take hundreds of years' worth of expertise from around the world, by force.
Why would Galatea want this?
But why storm the control center like this? She works here. She's practically in charge of Central after you.
Because of our disagreement, she knew I would never agree to her viewpoint. It may be many years before I am gone.
She thought she needed to act sooner, rather than later?
Before Central becomes unduly contaminated by its own experience.
How can we stop her?
She's barricaded herself in the cortical processor. Triply redundant security. Do you have a way in?
If she has secured it herself, likely she has removed my credentials. The door's physical security systems are dependent upon outside power, however.
If we powered it down, we could get in?
A part of its security would be compromised, certainly.
Okay,
Within
we need to do
trunk
3
tower
things.
And the neural processor are the power conduits. If one is disabled, the other ensures continued energy flow to the security systems. A safety measure.
But if we can cut both at the same time...
Okay. So, we need to shut off power in 2 places. Okay.
She's barricaded herself in the cortical processor. Triply redundant security.
Whoops.
Do you have a way in?
If she has secured it herself, the door's physical...
If we power...
A part of it within the trunk tower
Trunk
and
tower
the
and the
neural
neural
processor.
processor.
If one is disabled...
But if we can cut both...
What if she succeeds?
Worst case scenario, Galatea imprints this new personality upon Central. What are the implications? Aside from the legal headache of it having come from dozens of victims.
There is no telling how this new Central would behave. What parts of the personality she has deemed important to use, we do not know.
Couldn't we remove it afterwards?
Something with a certain degree of life experience may take measures to defend its existence. Even if we were to simply remove it from the organic processors, we would be left with nothing.
So there's no backup.
Backups
there aren't any
before now?
backups, yeah.
Dr. Lau, There is nothing like Central in existence. Its existence is dependent upon its constant activity, much like the human brain.
Great. So it would be Galatea Central or none.
I believe in this city.
Dr. Vargas, I believe in Newton. I've lived in this city my entire life, and it's been good to me.
That is encouraging to hear. A sentiment I hope many other citizens share.
While I believe that Central is a key part of this city, revelations about its origins are troubling. My job is to ensure that it continues. My ultimate loyalty is therefore to Cell and to Newton, not to Central or to yourself, no matter your role in making it what it is today.
I understand, Dr. Lau. Thank you for your honesty.
Nina Jiang, a former colleague of yours, may be involved.
So I have heard. She has been quiet for so many years.
She wants to destroy
After
Central.
Central was born, she and I disagreed about its future.
As the coordinator for the city?
I wish to keep it as such. I can think of no better place for it to have the access it does to learn, to better itself.
And Nina had other ideas.
She claims to have seen potential for it elsewhere. She desired access to its organic matrix, that which makes it what it is.
Can't you just copy it? Let her have an iteration?
Such a project would be destructive to the original. There can only be one Central.
From what I've heard, she's having another crack at getting her hands on it.
She has become deluded. She thinks of herself as an estranged parent.
Central's got so many parents.
She will not receive the access she requires to carry out such a plan.
I'll try to keep you updated.
All right, let's swap to Latha and have her come talk to Vargas. It would have been easy to just have like a floor 1, 2, 3 label instead of having to multi-click down and down and up and up.
My word, you look exactly like her. I should not be surprised, I suppose.
Why more than one of me?
They told me I came from an embryo. From your experiments with Central. Why did you make 2 of us?
We could not be certain that the neural tissue structuring would succeed initially. In that case, we needed more than one in order to make a second attempt.
Spare parts?
Wait, I'm spare parts?
Fortunately, the modified tissue worked perfectly.
That doesn't make it
We
better.
were therefore left with 2 modified embryos.
Me and the other one.
I realized that I could not be Central's caretaker forever. Eventually, I would need a successor, and there, a perfect opportunity.
You raised one of us as your own to replace you? Looks like you've got a real winner on your hands.
Galatea is so creative, so intelligent. Central is long-term work, almost art.
Looks like your special little girls had other plans.
Galatea and I have had a philosophical...
Man, get over yourself.
Central's nature. I have set her up with the finest things the city had to offer to give Central the best caretaker possible for the future.
Yeah, how'd that work out for
Get a
you?
great big kick in the functionals as a way of saying, thanks, Daddy.
What about me?
And what about me? Why dump me in an orphanage?
I have faith in the city, Latha. I knew that raised by Newton and by Central, you would be shaped into an ideal of humanity.
Well, I sure wasn't.
Apparently you've been up in your tower for too long. You've got no idea what it's like down there.
Ah, Latha, you look just like her. So beautiful.
You're an idiot, Vargas. Okay, let's see. What are our options here? All she's got is wetware.
The wetware won't form a connection with it. There's nowhere to make a... The wetware won't... The wetware...
Okay, can't wetware any of this stuff.
The stuff's probably got amazing processing power, but they're not going to let me take it as a souvenir.
Yeah, nor should you want to. God, they look like the fungal growths in the blight content in Path of Exile. Okay. Oh, there's a power conduit.
Power conduit Alpha. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in 30 seconds.
Alright. Where's the other power conduit? Alright, let's go to the ground floor first. Console's not it. There's a power line in...
Power system cycled. Reinitializing conduit Alpha.
Alright, so it's not on the first floor or the second floor, but it's in this room, in the trunk line. Ah, there it is. Hang on. You can make a grab for the power conduit, but the lift's movement carries you past its access point before you can disable it. How to solve that, then? Shit.
Power conduit Beta. Temporary shutdown. Reactivation in...
Alright. Move to Latha.
Power conduit Alpha. Temporary shutdown. All power systems cycled. Deactivating security systems.
Alright, that's one of them. Okay. Still have the wrench. Okay. Alright, let's look at these security systems. What's left? We've got one of the three. Lock system security and lock command access. Okay. So system security is what I need to transfer power to Central for so that she can shut that part off. And command access is probably something to do with Latha pretending to be Galatea. Okay. Let's save. And we'll swap to Latha. And we'll go up and we'll have her try to disable command authorization. Because she... Well, Latha has activated the door's override. It looks like the magnetic locks are still powered and the scrambler remains in place. She can't say anything to have it recognize her voice. Alright, so I've got one of 3. I guess the current puzzle is figuring out how to get past Kressel to send power to Central. I think chucking the grenade in here... Hang on, let's have Regis loot this body and see if he finds something different.
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Okay. Alright, I did just save. Let's see what chucking the grenade in here does. If I can at all. You can't trust your aim to get a grenade close enough, but if you could somehow get a grenade into the machinery, into that machinery somehow.
I don't think so.
Okay. Can't throw it at him. Okay. I don't want to blow up the turbine, because that'll keep me from... So I want to send the power from the turbine to Central so that she, A, lives, and B, unlocks the door up there. Okay, let's take stock. Regis has a jolt gun, a wrench, and a grenade. Anything new in his Traveler? No. Cell network communications offline. Fair enough. Lotha has wetware and nothing else. Lao has scalpel, grenade, wetware, and jolt gun. What can we do with the scalpel? Could probably toss a grenade into the neural network, and that would be an interesting game over, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, what do I use the scalpel for? Can I go back on the aerostat?
Sorry, Doc. They got past after I ran out of bullets. Took 3 of them, though.
Nothing remains in the control room except for the slaughtered bodies of several hired guns. Okay. Can't go back through the hatch.
Yep, they keep helium in here as well.
I can't scalpel the patch anymore. Can't go back downstairs. Okay, so this...
Dr. Vargas?
the helium wore off.
I'll try to keep you updated.
Alright. Okay. What weird point-and-click adventure logic am I missing? Well, why don't you loot the body? Okay, nothing. Okay, so my goal is save Central. If that's possible. I'm not going to help Nina destroy her. I want to save her from Galatea, which means getting through that door, transferring power from the turbine room to Central to unlock that part of the door, and not transferring power from the turbine room to Nina's purposes. Okay, so we've got the central thing.
Central's inorganic framework. Wow.
Can't interact with
I
that.
better not touch it. I might.
What can Lau do with this console? Okay, Lau can't do anything with the console. Cable reel's already deployed. Can't do anything with that. What happens if Lau goes to interface with Central?
Wow. Talk about organic computing. I'd want to run a diagnostic before trying that. Wetware's not going.
Okay.
I have no idea where to begin. Biologicals are Regis's thing.
So she can't interface with Central. I like that it's like veins connecting to the interface chair. That's very cool. Alright, so Lau...
I'd want to run a diagnostic.
Lau can't do anything in Central's brain. Only Lotha can. The body is completely examined and done with. Thought. Probably a dumb thought, but a thought nonetheless. Doesn't need surgery. Okay. Can I wetware with it?
Wetware's not going to connect. Wetware.
I cannot. Okay. Alright. I'm stumped. Can I get a hint as to what I'm supposed to do next? Because I'm missing something. I feel really embarrassed for how often I've needed help throughout this game. There's something in the turbine room you haven't interacted with. Nope, that's the way out. That's not something I can control. You realize that you'd be unable to stop the machinery with your bare hands. Anything moving that fast would cause serious damage to whatever it touches. Okay, can't throw the wrench at it. There's the platforms. There's a power supply. There's the control systems. There's Krezel. There's turbines.
Can't do that. I don't want to risk damaging it. I can't figure that out. I don't want to risk... I don't think it needs to be shot. A big old jolt's not gonna make...
I don't know what I expected with trying to jolt a grenade. What is in here that I haven't interacted with besides the spinning machinery? The rotor in this mechanism spins so quickly as to blur before your vision. Can't throw the grenade at it. You're doing well for one of your first full adventure games. I think this is actually my first full point-and-click adventure game. I played a little bit of that Tales of Monkey Island game a ways back, but that and this is it. I misremembered a bit. There's more you can do with Latha and Central. Oh, okay. Hi, Max. What can we do in here? Just leave trance. Okay. The music in Central's brain is pretty cool.
What is this? Central?
Good evening, Latha.
Can you do anything else to help us stop Galatea?
She appears to have barricaded herself. There are 3 layers of redundance. However, I can apply my considerable processor volume to decryption of its adaptive barrier.
That's amazing.
But as my connection
sounded too good to...
If extra power can be routed to my systems from, it would also allow me to prevent any further opportunistic attacks from outside parts.
So that's a choice you make. You have to, if you route the power from the turbine room to Central, you stop Nina from doing what she wants to do. Okay.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Okay. Let's try trancing in the room, but not in the interface chair. Cannot trance in this room outside of the interface chair. Okay. Oh, I guess Phoenix Wright as Attorney is sort of an adventure, a point-and-click adventure game without... Yeah, actually, I can see that. That's a pretty simple one, though. So I guess it's just Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney 1, this, and a little bit of that Tales of Monkey Island game. Okay, so I've exhausted all the dialogue options with Central, with Latha.
Steph's probably got amazing... The wetware won't form... The wetware won't...
Okay, I can't wetware anything in here.
The wetware won't...
Also, I haven't finished Ace Attorney 1. I'm at the start of the bonus case, which I will be continuing on stream later this month, I believe. Okay, so there's something else I can do in here with Latha. Was it in Central's interface? Because I was out of dialogue options with her. Data shunt's the only thing I can do in here. How about on this screen? No, it's just the data shunt and talking to Central. All right, what did you mean when you said there was more I can do with Latha and Central? Have I missed a dialogue option with Regis or Max? Don't have anything I can do with inventory in here. That's an actual question, by the way. What were you angling for? At least we get to listen to the cool central interface music while I wait. Excuse me. That is, if you're still there. Sorry, YouTube viewers, I have to wait for this little bit of help from my patron, and I think they're looking something up, but they haven't responded to what I've been saying yet. Connecting to chat. Actually, am I getting messages from chat? Hang on. Let me refresh chat. Oh, I wasn't seeing messages. The last message I saw was 409 and chat wasn't delivering some of these messages. There we go. White square to connect to visual systems. Okay, cool. Cameras. The optical feeds from cameras all over the city, and yet this one appears to be the most prominently displayed. Perhaps this is where Central's attention is focused. Gotta tell you, I hacked chat in an attempt to stop you. Uh-huh. Okay. On standby. What can I do now? Alright, so that's temporary. Okay, the icons are bugging out. Okay. No.
Can't do that.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, the icons keep bugging out. Shut down turbine power. So back to Regis. Nope, that was not what I meant to do. Now I have to go back to Latha. Okay, so I can shut down the turbine. Oh, hey, call service drone. Okay.
Guess it just got eaten up by the machinery.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We'll get it up here to go over there. Turn off the turbine, and we'll go.
Huh. Guess it just got...
Hmm. Wait, why is it up there now? Yeah, this final level is a bit buggy. Okay. Answers that question. Okay, I'm going to test. I cannot send that down while it's up there in the machinery. Okay. So turning off the turbine doesn't stop it from getting eaten by the machinery. So what does sending the drone up there do? Huh. Hang on. What if I have Regis put something on it?
One of the city's custodial drones. Someone must have hacked it and directed it up here.
Hi there.
Latha?
Okay. Pull the pin, then carefully place the grenade into the drone's storage.
Regis?
Got him. Ha! Oh, and the power came back. Okay.
You are under arrest.
Hell yeah. Successfully arrest the mindjacker. Alright, let's see. Control systems. Enable access. Central. Return city control to Central.
Thank you. I am beginning the process of removing the scrambler on the server room door. I have removed the scrambler. Partial access restored. We are one step closer to restoring continuity to civic processes.
Alright, one left. Alright, let's save. Alright, let's see. Let's remind ourselves of... I was worried that grenade would be a lot more destructive than it actually was.
He's not Baxter, and despite what he's done, he needs help. Better not. He might end up having an accident if I have to spend much longer with him.
Oh, he heard that, huh? Alright, let's head up and refresh our memory as to the last thing we need to do. Hi, Max. Lock command access. Doors still won't open while the mag locks are powered. Do I do that from the... Anyway, let's let Max do this part.
Now all he gets out of this is one hell of an identity crisis.
Oh, bad cop.
That's not possible.
Central has already been given access to the security system and broken the scrambler on the door. Okay.
That's not possible.
She's got a grenade. Mag locks. What? Let's have Lotha talk to Central again.
Central?
Good evening, Lotha.
No. Okay.
Can you do anything?
It appears you have... There are 3 layers of... However, I can apply my...
That's amazing.
But as my...
Sounded...
If extra power can be... It would also allow me...
Okay.
Let me get back to you.
Please.
So not Lotha. Mag locks are not in this room.
That's not possible.
Hang on. Regis, you've got a wrench. Let's try wrenching this thing. Nope. Wrong way. You were already on the correct level.
That.
We're getting a signal. The antenna's broadcasting. Now use the controls in the turbine room to give us access to the tower's security.
No. Okay, so...
I can't reach it from...
Alright, where are these mag locks? Let's look down here first. I did just save.
I can't figure that.
No. Okay. Where do I disable the magnetic locks?
I wouldn't know where to start.
Just to try shocking it. The way to open it will need to be found. Okay. Actual question. Have I missed an interactable that I need to do the final lock with? Well, the mag locks are powered. It's a little unclear. Okay. Kind of missed it. Okay. Alright, next question. What floor is it on? The thing I need to interact with. Or at least the thing I need to interact with next. It's in Central. Okay. I can't do anything with the camera. I already tried talking to Central. I'll try again just to make sure.
Central?
Good evening, Locke.
No.
Let me get back to you.
Please try not to damage my hardware.
Oh, I can go up more? Huh. Interesting. Connection barrier. All right, Regis, you're up. Hang on. Time to go save your daughter from your daughter with your daughter's help.
Galatea, step away from the console.
No need for violence. I surrender. You're just slightly too late to stop me, though. Huh?
Oh, hi, Baxter.
What is this place?
Ah, Dr. Pereira. So good to finally be working with someone of real talent.
No, I'm Mandala.
Ah, I apologize, my dear.
What is this place?
What is this place? We're obviously still in the trance, but...
I had been wondering about that myself.
all of these cages, it's like a prison.
Oh, it is. That's horrifying.
I know prisons all too well. Having been here for some time, this is more of a waiting room.
Why did you think I was Viksha?
Wait, why'd you think I was Viksha? Dr. Pereira.
The family resemblance is unmistakable.
How can you see my face? We're in the trance.
I see your mind, my dear. Of that similarity, there can be no confusion.
Who are you?
Who are you exactly?
Adam Baxter, Ph.D. Delighted to meet you, Miss Mandala, was it?
You're Baxter?
Quite so. Or I believe as such.
You're his memories. That mindjacker stole your consciousness.
That is an interesting theory, my dear.
Ghosts.
What are all these ghosts? They're just standing there, staring.
I've been putting my mind, or what's left of it, to the question. If this is a waiting room, there might perhaps be other guests?
They aren't nearly as detailed as what's left of you. Maybe they needed more of your mind than of theirs.
Perhaps the Watchers have merely resigned themselves to their fate.
And you don't want the same fate? You killed my mother.
You killed my mother. In the lab, you killed Vicky Pereira.
I did? I'm sorry, my dear. I have no recollection of such a thing.
I guess they didn't take those memories from you.
One ought to remember something as significant as that.
I guess I've only got Dr. Regis' word to go on now.
Regis?
Charles Regis?
You know Dr. Regis?
That name is an all-consuming catalyst of hatred, but I can't for the life of me remember why.
You killed his wife. His evidence put you away for 20 years. And apparently he's my father.
It feels as though, for many years, I've wanted nothing more than to strangle the life out of him. But while I know I hate him, I do not understand why.
Is there a way out?
Is there a way out of here?
All I can see is nothing.
Oh, what if Lotha's mind gets put into Central?
Me? I feel fine.
No, you are pulling us, drawing us in, as though you are where we ought to be going.
Oh, no.
There's no way out through me. Dead end in my brain. Oh, Nuke. That's the whole point.
Oh, no. Was this bait? What can you remember?
What can you remember?
Professional memory. I could relate much of my academic career to you.
What about your time in prison?
I was in prison?
How about your childhood?
Nothing. This is most troubling, I must say.
Obviously, Galatea decided they didn't need those memories. Anything else?
That is a difficult question to answer. It's only by looking for memory that one knows it isn't there. Everything else is just feelings, shreds here and there.
You've still got enough to be cognate.
An interesting philosophical issue.
Indeed.
How much memory is needed for the threshold of consciousness?
That is an interesting question. I need to stop this.
The personalities in here. The ghosts. I'm connected to a system that's trying to upload them into my wiring. My brain.
Myself included, it would appear. I have enough awareness to understand that this is not a desirable situation for you.
You think?
I shall do what I can to slow them.
Oh,
You
thanks.
must find a way to freeze the march of the mind states.
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Can't reach them.
Subject, Fontenay Matthew, Emergency Services Director, South California. Date incorporated 30 March 2087. Oh, that was the first one. Sarah Cross, Population Trends Analyst, Toronto. Jan Carter, Eurofed Department of Education. Mo Middlemiss, Police Administrator, Rio de Janeiro. Michael Gapp, Orbital Engineer, OCG. Oh. The March one was only when the case started. They were taking him before they got caught.
Can't reach them.
Rina Khan, Independence Day, 2087. Bangalore engineer.
Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Lotha, where are you?
I'm stuck in a trance sim. It's full of ghosts.
A sim? Oh no. The lock was a ruse to get you to connect to the Cortex system.
What did you do?
I've just added the final component for Central's new personality. I'd already acquired the expertise, the minds from all over the world.
Then you needed a way to make them compatible.
Oh, that's fucked
But
up.
there are only 3 examples in the world of the neural architecture used in Central. The matter already in use, my own brain tissue, of course.
And your sister.
In a few minutes, the organic memory module will have
Fuck you,
imprinted
Galatea.
on Lotha's mind. Central will have received the upgrade it deserves. Dozens of lifetimes of expertise.
You're killing her.
In only the most technical sense. Don't worry, Father. You'll still have me.
Oh, fuck you.
Remove her.
Wow, that is not what he wanted to hear.
Get her
Holy
out of
shit.
That damn chair.
There's too much neural activity. The interrupt will leave her brain dead. We'll have to find something we can do at this end.
Balls! Okay.
What's with all the water?
It's a coolant. The systems work at their peak around -40°C.
She must have cut the power to the coolant systems to work in here.
I don't think the wetware in the module would like it either.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own wetware up to it. It'd take hours to sort through the normal operational garbage, though.
Okay.
It's the memory module we pulled from Vanderwall's refrigerator. Now it's hooked into the system, and uploading God knows what into Latha.
The wetware inside is glowing. It must be active.
What if we destroy it?
Can we just pull the module?
I don't think so. The interrupt in the data flow will probably leave her brain damaged.
Yeah, I
Maybe
didn't
if
think
we
so.
could get it to stop the transfer, though.
Okay. Fuck. I've got a grenade.
Can we do anything to the Cortex servers themselves?
If we had more time, I could hook my own. It'd take hours.
No connection to server cell. Okay. Shit. Hatch.
A power switch. It's been turned off.
Let's turn it on.
Wow. Why was the memory module in Vanderwall's refrigerator?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's because of its wetware. Like any organic system, it has a peak temperature at which it operates, about 15°C.
So, he might have been trying to get it to stop by lowering its temperature.
Unsuccessfully, since it managed to override his wetware.
But the theory's sound, right?
Hey, stop!
His kitchen refrigerator wasn't enough. If we power up the freezer in here, we can bring it down to -40.
If you power it up now, the door will lock as the system.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself to save her.
Trapped in here for at least 4 hours in lethal cold. We've got to stop the simulation trapping Latha somehow.
Lau is watching you keenly. She's worried you might do something stupid in trying to help Latha. Oh, Regis is not going to survive this. Okay. Lau?
I look forward to my position as caretaker as soon as the new personality is online.
Okay.
We've got to stop this.
Stay out here, Lau. Damn it! She's babysitting me. I probably can't go past them to the elevator. Yep, I can't.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, Corpseman.
Corpseman has Galatea under control. Okay.
We've got to stop.
Can't interact with that.
I can't figure that out.
What do you mean you can't figure it out? Smack her with the wrench. Okay. I did just save, right? Let's save again.
Nah.
Horseman's distance spray makes him look like he has a giant Gaston chin. Oh yeah, kind of does.
It's the memory module we pulled from Vanderwall's refrigerator. Now it's hooked into the system, and uploading God knows what into Latha.
The wetware inside is glowing. It must be active.
We can't just smash it.
Yes, my dear?
I've got to figure this out.
Don't wander too far.
Well, I can't wander anywhere.
Can't reach them.
Okay, can't get... Insufficient user credential for function disconnect. If you believe that you should have permission to disconnect, please contact your sysadmin. Well, that's horrifying. Sysadmin. Ah! Okay, I can't swap to Lau. She's got to babysit Regis. Can't connect to the server.
Can we just pull them?
I don't think so. Maybe. Hey, stop! I want to save Latha, but I'm not going to let you freeze us to death doing it.
That's fine. Get outside before I throw the switch.
I can't let you do this, Regis.
What are you gonna do? Stun me?
If I have to, but I don't think you're going to risk killing me in here. If I stay, you live.
Alright, I have a stun gun.
Sorry, Max.
Sir, you shot her.
Carry on, Corpseman. Make sure she's safe until she comes around.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, well, I guess Latha's never going to know her dad.
Warning. Cooling systems active. Target value, -40 Celsius. Beginning maintenance cycle. Estimated completion, 6 hours.
Nothing else I can do now.
What's happening? Something's disrupting the connection.
Whatever it is, it feels very restful.
Oh, man. Poor Charlie and poor Latha.
Ugh, what? Oh no, Regis, Corpseman, how long have I been out?
A couple of hours, ma'am. Dr. Regis asked me to make sure you were okay before he went back in there.
Into the Cortex server? Oh no, he didn't.
He did!
Regis! Regis, hang on!
There are a few things I regret. No matter what I do, there's nothing that can change most of them.
She's safe, Regis, you got her out!
That's good. Maybe with what I've done now, I can fix the most important ones.
Well,
hang on, Regis, we're almost in!
Throw the switch again, Regis.
So many years. Out of shame. Out of fear. If I have one more chance. One more.
Regis? Regis! I can't feel anything. Get the medic! Don't do this. Don't do this, Charlie.
Oh, the slow fade out of just the...
Hi. Max, Dr. Lau, told me you'd be here since you left the hospital.
Did she now?
Yeah. She said this was your special place? I kinda know what that's like. I've got one of my own.
Latha, I need to say it again. I'm sorry.
Damn right you should be. You nearly killed me. But Lau also told me what you did in the tower.
It was the right thing to do.
It was more than that. You almost died. And I think it goes a hell of a long way to making up for before.
Yeah, it kind of does.
We have a lot of catching up to do. How about we start again? From scratch. Hi, I'm Charlie Regis. I'm a cell agent. I have difficulty with change, and I'm apparently a father.
Hey, I'm Latha. I'm a trance addict, and I've spent the last 2 years jobless.
Surprise!
I also need to learn about where it came from.
Take a seat. Let me tell you about your mother.
Well, what are we going to do?
Gentlemen, please. There's no cause for concern.
My dear, we have all sunk quite a considerable investment into this project. Oh my, yes.
Dr. Regis going to tell Central everything that happened.
Indeed, we must find some way to avoid implication. Doctors Regis and Lau are only two people, and we have powerful legal connections. Oh my, yes.
I believe that though the project cannot succeed, we must salvage what we can.
How are you going to do that?
That is why I've decided to turn state's witness and aid in your prosecution.
Oh, ha!
Is that enough for you, Charlie?
Central's heard plenty. Chairman Ron, I'm arresting you for attempted disruption of the city's infrastructure.
Okay, I get it. How much you want?
Due to the political and high-profile nature of your crimes, sentencing will be carried out by secret tribunal.
Secret?
What?
That means no lawyers.
You would have a hard time prosecuting me for any such thing, Dr. Regis.
He's right. We can't arrest him. Despite how he looks, he's not people.
Yes, he is.
But we can confiscate you as evidence. I imagine nobody will want to take responsibility for your actions, though.
You're going to be in the lockup for a long time anyway.
Oh, my.
Come on.
A job well done. Another triumph for justice.
Oh, fuck off, Nina.
I'm amazed. No, disgusted that Central agreed to your plea bargain.
What can I say? Networking is my thing. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
I can't believe you turned it down. The city council was practically begging to give you the job.
Which job?
It didn't feel right. I didn't deserve it.
Well, since they had to retire Dr. Vargas and you refused it, they had to give the job to Chigwa.
And I'm sure she'll make a fine Central coordinator. After all, she's one of the only people left alive and not incarcerated who knows how it works.
Well, you're the other
You
one.
could have been the most powerful man in the city. I could have been best pals with the most powerful man in the city.
Oh, that's the concern, huh?
Just have to butter up to Dr. Chigwa.
Should have figured you wouldn't take it. You'd need more adversity before earning something like that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have anything to
He
complain
almost
about.
died.
Speaking of complaining, how's the new recruit doing?
Oh, did you hire Latha?
Unconventional, and everyone's noticing it. Not quite getting along with everyone, but that's not what she's here for.
Did you hire
Got
Latha?
quite a brain on
Huh.
her, though, hasn't she?
Takes after her mother.
Aw.
How do I look? That's how do I look, sir, to you. Whatever.
Better note problems with authority on the conduct report.
Takes after her father.
Ha! Central. Any update on Nina?
Dr. Nina Zhang is under special observation.
Like witness protection?
Probably something like that. But still, I wish Central could tell us what she was up to.
Ah, Galatea. So good to finally meet in person. How do you like my lab? I used to work here with your father.
Oh, really?
Which one?
Oh, very witty. It's a sharp mind you've got. I should know. I helped design it.
I take it I should be thanking you for getting me out of prison?
Let's just say I have contacts in the right place. You see, I need your help. Please lie in the scanner.
What? Why?
With Regis's decision, I am unable to pursue my own research on large-scale AI platforms. My only option would be to start from scratch.
Build your own central? That's ambitious.
Oh, she likes that.
Oh.
You've got your mother's insight, indeed. There exist only a few examples.
Oh, she's gonna mind rip her.
For such a platform. Within Central, it is too closely guarded. But I know where else it can be.
Oh, she's gonna mind rip and kill her.
Hey, get out of my way! You can't be serious! Tell him to get out of my way!
We both have grand plans regarding the future of AI in this world.
Wow, that's fucked.
Yours have failed. Get in the scanner, please.
You won't get away with this! Central will know I'm missing!
My dear, Central already knows. When it learned what I was trying to do clandestinely, its interest was piqued.
Huh.
The scanners have been calibrated.
Oh,
Dr. Zhang.
Central's...
We are prepared for initial scan.
This is also a little bit of revenge on
Can't say
Central's
this again. Get in the scanner.
behalf, I think. Well, that's a complex ending. Huh. That was a good-ass game. I liked that. I'm a little embarrassed I needed to ask for help so many times. But I liked that a lot. That was a very cool game. I like the setting, I like the world building, I like the characters. Voice acting was a bit B tier. But overall pretty good. Yeah, that story was great. And solving puzzles was interesting. I can see why people really like point-and-click adventure games after this. Huh. Interesting that Central handed Galatea over. I wonder how much of that was trying to back up Nina's research and how much of that was revenge for what Galatea tried to do to her. This isn't the easiest game, and my brain has been hardwired towards these games since childhood. Fair enough. Well, I'll take the compliment. Yeah, I like this a lot. This was pretty cool. I'd love to play more point-and-click adventure games then, if this is a good example of them. So, I assume there's one other ending where you there's one other ending where you help Nina and destroy Central. Or is there a third? As long as I'm your patron, you will have no choice. Ha! I figured out basically none of the puzzles on my own, maybe if I had the cursor, but I think I'd be going through half of this with a guide. Here's the thing. I think that having the cursor is essential for being able to figure out the puzzles. Like, the fact that you have to hover over stuff to realize it's interactable means that somebody who's just watching somebody else play is going to be disconnected from the gameplay and thus from the ability to solve the puzzles. I don't think that's on you at all, Milena. So yeah, I'm curious as to what the other ending is. Or if there's more than just one other ending. Yeah, what do you want me to play next, Cedric? I'm curious. Thank you for playing. You're welcome. Thank you for the game, Technobabylon devs. Wajitai. All right. I have done 24 out of 40 achievements. Let's see what the locked achievements are. Bombs away. They shouldn't have left that there in the first place. Ninja entered the trance den using the power of shadows. Middle management got the door code at Animus. The right one for the job. Make use of Lau's skills to open Vanderwall's door. Mental arithmetic. Get the crate weight correct by the second attempt. Ah. Okay. Brave New World. Nina's argument was most persuasive. That's probably getting Nina's ending. Official procedure. Call Central for help. Mincemeat. The Mindjacker meets his gruesome end. So you can kill him. Hopeless. Neutralize the bomber. Okay, so that's if you kill the bomber at the start of the game. Sorry, wrong number. Make 10 calls to random numbers. Shooting gallery. Got through the conveyor room and back undetected. Microbiologist didn't analyze a single incorrect sample at Vickerman. Placebo effect. He won't know the difference. Wonder what that's for. Guarded by fate. Survive up to part 9 without dying once. Huh. Unpersuasive and explosive result. Probably if you get blown up at the start of the game. Talking Heads. Played through the game with the commentary on. Interesting. Well, I don't think I'll be doing that on stream. Just the same ending I did, but from what I gather, Nina and her corporate allies take control of Central. Oh, they don't destroy it, they take control of it. Interesting. And that's the bad ending, I think. It's interesting that that's how Galatea decided to bait Lotha into the machine. Like, let's dissect that for a moment. So, Lotha's original plan, Galatea's original plan was just to take Lotha, hook her up to Central servers, and do it manually. That got interrupted. Lotha got rescued. But they arrived at Central's tower, and Galatea was able to get in and get to Central's server room. In the meantime, she set it up so that someone would have to interface with Central to get the door open. And that someone would have to be Lotha. And Lotha would get trapped. But what are the odds that Galatea was betting a lot on Lotha being willing to help? I guess she didn't really have a choice. She couldn't escape. So her best option was to hope that Lotha would help Charlie and Max. And that she'd wind up in the interface chair. I think the biggest hole in Galatea's plan was the assumption that Lotha would help Charlie and Max. But it's not like she had very many other options to begin with. So I guess that was the highest probability option for her getting out of that tower alive and free. Okay, yeah, I guess that plan makes sense. Yeah. Okay. You have a few other options for your next game. Another Wadjet Eye game, a more modern adventure game, and a classic one from the 90s. Which ones? I want to see if I've heard of them. Excuse me. It does feel a little weird that Lotha got a job as a cop. Like, right away. Maybe Central put in a good word with her? Oh, a good word for her? Unavowed is the Wadjet Eye, Jenny LeClue, Detective-oo, modern, and Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis is the 90s one. Interesting. I think I've heard of Fate of Atlantis, but I don't know anything about it. I've never heard of the other two, though. I look forward to seeing which of them you pick. Yeah. This was a good game. I liked my time with it. I kind of want to watch a speedrun of it to see... to see how fast you can complete the game and in, like, what the optimal sequence of actions is. That would be interesting to watch. Hang on, I'm going to see. Speedrun.com. Technobabylon has 3 runs submitted. Any percent record is 30 minutes and 38 seconds, set 9 years ago for any percent. Oh, hey. In the streams tab, it has me. Because I have a speedrun.com account, and my Twitch is hooked up to it. And I'm streaming Technobabylon right now, so I'm in the streams tab of the Technobabylon page on speedrun.com. Yeah, Max did say she's a former criminal turned cell agent. That's true. Okay. Yeah. That's where we're going to end for today then. Yeah, this was a pretty cool game. I liked it. I'm glad I got to play it. That's where we're gonna end for today. So I'll read my schedule and get off. Dr. Zhang is Jinsel. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Alright, well, I'd like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/LoreweaverStreams. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video and can be found with the ! Patreon command in Twitch chat. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income. What was I about to say? I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I'm mostly just scraping by beyond that, and I need to save up for a move across the country in June. Also, I've just lost about $80 in monthly patronage in the last few weeks, so that's going to hurt for a bit, so please toss me a few dollars. $1 a month, $1 per stream, anything in between. I have 3 slots open right now where you can pick a game for me to play once a month, like this. Or twice a month, depending on how much you pledge. You can pledge for 4 to 10 hours per month. Pick it. Get in touch with me with what you want me to play. I could really use the money, guys. I hate to be so nakedly transparent about that, but I really need the money. So yeah. I'd also like to plug my YouTube channel, at Loreweaver on YouTube. The whole Technobabylon playthrough is up there. Everything from the last 8 years is up there. Wide variety of games. I'm sure you'll find something you like. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream live on Twitch almost every day at 1 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/Loreweaver15. The link's also in the description of the YouTube video. Come hang out and chat while I stream. I love talking to people while I play. It's a good time. Finally, the schedule, which I need to actually bring up. Hang on. Tomorrow will be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. Sunday, I'll be playing Man of Medan for a patron. Probably the whole game. We'll see. Monday will be Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for a patron. Tuesday, I'll be playing The Legend of Zelda, for the original one, as a nostalgia trip. Wednesday, I'll be playing Ogre Battle 64 for a patron. Thursday, I'll be playing and possibly finishing 1,000 Times Resist for a patron. And next Friday, I'll be continuing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter for a patron. That's what's coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.